Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you go to hustlefit.com, hustlefit.com. Get your merch as well as the clothing line Hustle Fit. Vixen and HP Kids. You got men's, women, and children's clothing. We also got t-shirts, hoodies, jogger sets, leggings, and more. Also, if you need custom clothing, hit us up at hustlefit.com, hustlefit@gmail.com, and hustlefit LLC on Instagram. Add and follow the page. Sunday nights is Let's Talk About It with Miss Connie Marie, as she has special guests, and we do interviews there going over some of the latest, greatest in the world of entertainment. Wednesday nights, we do what is called The Conversation, also with special guests, where we sit around and we talk about everything under the sun. Thursday nights, Ladies Night. Ladies Night is where we sit and have exactly what we're going to do tonight, where we ask, well, some great questions about dating and relationships. And we follow that up with Boyz Club on Friday nights, 9 p.m., which is what you're watching right now. Thank you for tuning in for another episode of No Cap Reacts. This is Boyz Club. I'm your man Bailey, a.k.a. Mr. Go Get 'em. And we are back in the building with another episode, and I got some guys with me here tonight ready to talk they shit. Let them know you in the building.
You already know we in here.
What's up?
Tonight we gonna go in. If you watched last night's show, you saw it was a damn good one. Okay? Tonight's gonna be even better because we're gonna have basically the same conversation with the guys. Now the difference between the ladies and the guys is I won't give it up. I'll let you figure it out for yourself because they got some questions to answer. First and foremost, let's do some introductions and introduce you to some guys in the building, starting with Eric.
What's up, guys? I'm Eric Bernal. Follow me on Eric Bernal Comedy on Instagram, Eric B Comedy on Twitter.
Well, anywhere else they can find you at?
Yeah, TikTok, but I just post in ghosts because they always take my shit down. Eric Bernal Comedy, same for TikTok as well, and YouTube page Eric Bernal Show.
Fleetwood Beat said, "What's up, Beavis?" I don't know who he talking to. Who's Beavis?
I think that's my brother right there. What's up, bro? What's up, Ty?
All right, and Eric, what is it exactly that you do?
Stand-up comedian, winner of AZ Foothills Magazine 2023, 2024. So moved to Arizona about 13 years ago because I thought I got a girl pregnant, and she lied, and it was somebody else's kid.
That's tough.
Did you go on Maury Povich?
No, she aborted it and said she lost it, so she made me feel bad about her. But believe all women, so...
Okay.
That's how that's how I got here.
So after she told you that it wasn't hers, did you fuck her again at least just one time?
I mean, I had to make sure.
Hey, we starting off hot as fuck.
Okay,
let's go.
appreciate that. You got any shows or anything coming up?
Yeah, I'm featuring for Tim Dillon at Stand Up Live, 5 shows, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 1 show Thursday, 2 Friday, 2 Saturday. And then the 29th and 30th at the Desert Ridge Improv, the 29th and 30th. With Justin Silva. You can go check those out. Links in my bio.
All right, next in line,
Ja. Yeah, it's Ja.
Let them know where they can find you at.
So really just teeing up the Instagram, Ja_Harris7 on Instagram. You can catch me Digital World Conquest on TikTok, but really that's it. Hit me up through the contacts in IG.
Digital World Conquest. That's all like male porn shit.
Come on, nah. Here we go. That's a digital media entertainment company.
Okay, digital media entertainment company.
Yes, sir.
AKA Dick Slanging for a reason.
I mean, behind corporate doors, sure.
All right. Anything else? Anything else you got going
on? Yeah, doing the music right now. Recording artists, rap artists, lyricists. I do runway modeling. Internet personality, and we securing the security shit right now. You know how that go. So hit us up. Yeah, that was. Man, yo.
I know for sure because me and my brother actually have a security company, so we do security too.
Yeah.
So understandable. And then last but not least,
how y'all doing? Marquise Bray's my name. I got a security business. Just posted a website. yesterday, something different. Been doing that for about 3.5 years now. Been also a military person. What else you said again? I forgot. What you said?
Shit,
My bad. So Instagram, the _7way_. That's where you can follow me at. My business website is togethersolutionsSecurityServices.com. It's a little long, but hey, it gets the job done. Facebook, you can look me up, Marquise Bray. You can find me anywhere you want to look me.
Latoya Brown says, "Hey, let's go."
Hey.
She said, "Hey, Marquise."
Oh, yo, he popular.
What's going on?
Here with a celebrity. Shit.
You already got the females, huh? Shit.
I thought he was the runway model.
No, let's cut it.
Maybe it's the haircut. Maybe it's the
Man,
cut,
I'm saying though. No, that's really what it is, though.
You know, girls prefer the waves instead of the braids.
Yeah,
Hey.
I should have had to cut mine off.
So I had to cut mine off this morning. All right. So the way this show works is I ask questions, you guys answer the questions.
Yes, sir.
What I want you guys to do is converse between yourselves now. I will say this. Be open. Be honest. Because I do talk shit and I do ask questions. And I will ask you to elaborate.
Sure.
So,
Used to that.
take nothing personal. We just have fun here. A lot of people are going to chat in. As people chat in, I do respond to the chats.
I got some people that's gonna talk.
Yeah. It makes it a little bit more interesting. So for all of you that are currently watching right now, you see the ticker tape going down there. Make sure you follow, like, subscribe. Go to all the social media links. It is nocappreacts, which is exactly what the fuck you see right here.
Let's get it.
Okay?
Let's get it.
Make sure you
Let's
go
go.
follow that shit. Outside of that, the first thing we do is what's called icebreakers. I don't ask the questions. You guys do. So each of you get one question to ask, and then all of the guys have to answer. It doesn't matter what the question is. As far as I know, y'all have anything off limits?
Ask what you gotta ask.
Hell no. This shit uncensored.
Okay, well, I'm not asking this one. Y'all asking this one. So
Who's
who wants to
y'all?
go first?
Oh, you talking about the public?
Yep.
Okay, cool. I got some people on there. They gonna ask some questions.
Fleetwood B says, I
here we
want to
go.
come on there. Fleetwood, go ahead and go to the No Cap Reacts IG and just hit me, and guaranteed I got you.
And follow my mans.
And make sure y'all follow Fleetwood Beats.
Oh, no. Follow you, nigga. Is what
I
I'm
already
saying.
told him that. We already covered
That was the intro.
Well, we just had to tell them again.
If y'all come
No,
on
we
this
gonna
shit,
tell them again.
If you watching this show and you don't follow, I'll be the first person to say fuck you.
Hey, if you watching the
them off.
lives and you don't make the effort to go follow,
follow.
fuck you.
Make sure
And
to go follow.
I see 7 of y'all on YouTube right now. Go ahead and hit the like button. I should see 7 likes over there.
Facts.
Otherwise, I'm gonna block all you motherfuckers.
Damn.
Facts. Because we don't need you.
Uh-oh.
All right. Who gonna ask the first question? Who wanna ask the first question?
Everybody got a question? Let's see what they got.
Nah,
Hopefully we
I
talk about
got
some
one
business.
if we can't kick it off.
Ask it away.
Man, all right, so I'm asking both of y'all, and then I'll tell you. What's the biggest red flag you came across lately?
Biggest red flag. Biggest red flag.
That's a good one. Because they have a lot.
Man.
Damn, wait. Let's let him cook then. Hold on.
He got something
They
to
have
say.
a lot.
He got something to say. He got something to say over there. Let it.
I'll tell you one of my favorite red flags. I was with a girl for 4 years with a kid, paid for everything, but I couldn't even, I raised my voice one time the whole 4 years, and she goes, "You don't talk to my baby like that."
That's
and I
hard.
said, "Cool, then I don't pay for everything like that."
Right.
And then we're on. So it's a red flag to me is someone who can't admit they're wrong.
Fact.
Okay.
Someone who always you ever find a girl who always, if you caught her in something bad, don't have to be cheating, but she get mad at you for being mad at her.
Zero
What's going on,
accountability.
dude?
And
Yeah.
then at the end, you're like, what is this? And then,
Right.
you know,
Yeah, I feel that.
that's the worst. Someone who can't admit they're
Man,
wrong.
I got one where it's a red flag where you communicating with the chick, you talking to her consistently, y'all hanging out, doing whatever, right? Then they always find a way to be like, oh, but you stop hitting me up, or you start being weird and being ghost and being distant. Like, what? I just seen you yesterday. I just did
Right.
something with you yesterday, but what
Right.
happened? I seen you the whole week.
Right.
One day I don't see you, now it's a problem. That's a red flag, man, because that means you're going to want to control me and everything I do all the time, and I'm cool on that.
I'm going to attach on the back of that because I'll let it
Cool
play
on
for a
that.
second. Why they feel like we can't reciprocate the effort on communication. It's got to be me morning, noon, and night. That's kind of wild to me. Like, I want to see you make an effort towards wanting to, you know, communicate and get in touch with me as well. But my biggest red flag I done ran into recently. Why are you asking me for money?
Ooh,
like, I understand
God damn.
Listen.
Oh, that's subliminal?
Put it-
Man, am I rich, dude?
Bruh.
It's due.
I would go out today, but I don't have SRP paid.
Man, you know my tank kind of low. What?
Bro,
You was at the club last
hit
night.
me-
What you mean it's
bro,
low? Come
but
on,
that's
man.
crazy though, cause like even on the first date, that kind of
Yeah,
like
go on YouTube.
I'm just saying, even if you think that that's okay for whatever reason you think that's
That's a good
okay,
one, Kale.
psychologically that's gonna make me think differently moving forward. Cause it's like the first date, we done had a nice little romantic get together. I paid for food, carried
Yeah.
through mud puddles type shit,
Man.
real cute shit.
Gave you my jacket and
Now
all.
you need gas money. Is crazy.
That's a good indicator that she's on there as a job. It's an
Ooh.
employee. She's trying to see what the benefits are. If not, she has a interview tomorrow with some other guy.
Somebody else who's
That's
ready to
literally
throw
what
it.
that
Hey, it's
is.
somebody out there. I mean, I'm not knocking them. That's what people like to do. But
And good
that's
for
just
them.
not me.
Hey, we just talking
You
about
feel
real
me?
life experiences in here,
It's
for
not
real,
for
for
me.
real.
Yeah, here and there I can help you out, but that's just somebody I'm messing with you, and I know that you do the same for me. Not just
Really?
you always needy. What you needy for all the time?
Really?
Come on, don't make
and
no
then
sense.
still trying to dictate how the relationship goes from there. It's kind of crazy.
Oh, you made me feel like this. What did I make you feel like that? I just fed you.
Man.
We just went out, and how I make you feel away.
But
How
those
quick
are the
it
red
goes?
flags.
How quick it goes from I don't need a man to I need it bad. You know,
Or-
It
no.
really does.
It goes from I'm independent
Man.
to can I borrow some money?
Okay,
Man.
but I'm leaving
I
that out
needed
there.
you.
We not gonna
needed
bash boys
you.
night, but like we just speaking our experiences. That's it.
All right, so as y'all can see, shots are gonna be fired
shoot some
tonight.
things.
We
You know,
just talking.
for ladies' night, you get the. For guys, boys club, we give you.
Of course, we shoot
All right,
straight from the
So
hip.
Fleetwood had a question. He said,
here he go.
"What do you idolize about your idol?" He also said 90% of women are walking around with mental issues undiagnosed. He then also followed up, "No, why do women say they don't need a man, but then turn around and put that same man on child support? That'd be crazy."
Damn, he's letting them off.
Yeah, the 90% mental
Okay.
illness is I think all women have some type of autism.
Wow.
You know, like
Hey.
I feel like there is, they're not the greatest huggers, and conversation is
Man.
not the best. But
And they go from communication all the time. And the communication is key. Then you communicate. I don't like that. Damn. I can't tell you
mean-
how I feel.
So let me say this. I think we're in a situation where everybody's got some issues they dealing with. But if you're relying on me to lead, like you got to understand I'm going through crisis sometimes too. So I gotta hold what you got going on plus my own shit. So be more considerate is all I'm trying to say. A little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a
Just a
little
little
bit.
bit. Just a little more
It takes
considerate.
just a little bit.
A little patience.
What was the second one?
All right, so Fleetwood said, "What do you idolize
yes,
about your
yes.
idol?"
Work ethic. If you tell me your work day is I wake up at 4 a.m. and I get my shit started and I go till nothing's left, then I fuck with you.
The
Like
links is
I
in the
really
post. It's
time
on
is a
there.
construct type shit. Get it done.
What about you, Eric?
idolize
What do you idolize about your idol?
about my idol.
Yep.
Yeah, work ethic. I mean, I think that's everything. I think, there was a time I was sleeping on the floor, sleeping on a sofa, and then I
Facts.
bought a crib,
Facts.
So I think I don't like the mentality of a victimhood mentality. I like the whole thing is my mom told me, look, I screamed at her when I was 12. I said, why we poor? And she said, somebody got it worse than you that will make it further than you. So what's your
That's a bar.
So that is that goes out to anyone who really blames things. There's somebody else that got it worse than you, make it further than you. What's
Oh,
your
God.
excuse? So
I'm gonna start saying that every day.
no, it's a good one.
That's
That's a
tough.
golden one, bro.
All right,
Man.
Marquise, what you got?
That
What
was
you got?
etched in
What
stone
do you
on the Book
idolize
of
about your
Stones.
idol?
Man, my idol. Let me see. Man, it's tough. My idol. The only thing I can think about my idol is that she got up every day. She made sure I had food on my plate. She made
Facts.
sure that
Thank
I was
God.
able to go to school and do everything
God.
I need to do in my life.
Thank God.
I say she was the only reason why I look forward to the next day or even think about doing anything with myself. So I guess my idol is one of the greatest women in the world, man.
Yeah,
Shout out
and
to
to
moms.
piggyback off that, what I think is kind of crazy is that you ask a woman what type of man she wants, and if she had a good father in her life, she'll say, "I want somebody like my dad, protects me, takes care of me, listens to me, financially, right?" And then you would look at her and be like, "You know what? Not a bad idea."
Facts.
And you tell her, "I want somebody like my mom," and she'll tell you,
Man.
"Go suck something out." You know what I mean? Get the fuck out of here.
Come on, man.
For some
Facts.
reason, she is allowed to speak and say that she would like someone like her idol. But if you were to say you want someone like your idol, you're in the wrong. Maybe because your idol has those type of women haven't it made it so hard to fulfill that. It's not available, or they've made it so lackluster and made it demeaning. Like my mom would tell my sister to make me a plate, right? She was 13, I was 16. And my sister was on some feminist shit. It was like, "No, it's demeaning." She goes, "No, you didn't say that when you called your brother and his friends to go get that guy that was touching your ass and all these things."
to defend
It's
you.
a give and take.
I hear you. Okay.
One's over anyone.
Facts.
Okay.
Because as soon as he's done with that plate, he's taking out the trash. Because
Okay.
you're not
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah.
Don't look at someone's getting it over on you.
Reciprocity.
Yeah, it's a give and take. We
We're
all
doing
just
this together.
We all just
For
love
sure,
differently.
for sure.
We give a girl flowers, she like it way more than she gave it to us. You know what I mean? A girl puts on lingerie, we ain't gonna do the same thing. It's because it's not the same thing. And as soon as we start realizing we're not the same, because equality means the same. And to quote the great Jeff Dye, he goes, "Equality means the same," and he goes, and I don't believe in that, because the number one thing I love about women is that they're not dudes. So
They're
it's
not
not the
like
same.
us.
We're
They're not
different
supposed to
things.
be like us.
We're different things. That's good.
You feel me? So my idol, obviously, as you know, is my mother, man. That's a fact. That's
Yeah.
just what it is. That's who I idolize all my life.
Shout out to that.
All right, so shout out to Eric, because Eric is definitely bringing it tonight.
Man.
And is.
Well, I just argue with a lot of women in my life, because they need help. You know how people are lost in the world and they need a pastor or something, or they need the scripture. A lot of people, and I get it, because there's an overcorrection on the women's side. Maybe there was a point where dudes were getting it a little wrong, but now you're going to a whole other level where you're just asking for the worst out of people. And I had a video go viral where it said lesbians have the highest rate of domestic violence.
True.
Amongst all couples.
Hey, that's
Okay.
true, man.
Wow,
Doing security,
personal
I seen it all the time.
experience. It's crazy.
And
all
I
the
go,
time.
it makes you wonder who's the real problem. And the lowest was gay men. And I said that's the gayest thing I ever heard.
Man.
But look, the point I'm making is when
I'm
that video
dead,
got posted,
boy.
the reason why
Yeah.
it got 1.1 million shares on Instagram is because it was women who could not come up. This was also data that was done by the community of the gay community, headed by lesbians.
Crazy.
Women
Crazy.
could not bear the fact that they were responsible for something. And that's
Accountability.
horrible. And the thing is that it was straight women. Gay women got on there and goes, "Yeah, that sounds kind of accurate. We do kind of like."
They be boxing in the morning.
They move in after a
get you
day of
arrested
seeing each
before
other,
work.
and then they move out the next day.
Personal experience.
Yeah, no, and that's just the truth. So,
Yeah.
people don't want to hear the facts, but, and everybody that wrote me a bad comment that was a woman, I just wrote back, "Don't hit me."
All right,
that's
so we got. Like
You heard
I
what he said.
The comments gonna be strong
I
tonight.
got some strong comments.
Yeah, let's get it. Let's
Hey,
get it.
I got
Let's get
people
it.
going crazy.
Fleetwood said right. He also said facts. He asked the question. We'll bypass that real quick. He also said that's true. Natalia said he's speaking facts. Okay.
Natalia,
And
okay,
Fleetwood
shout
out.
said I
Natalia.
heard that too. And then Fleetwood came back with. All right. Now there is a question here, and
Uh-oh.
and this we kind of hit on it a little bit.
Let's
So
get
this will
it.
be the last question before we actually jump in the pre-planned questions. What do you think about another man being around your kids because the mom is in a new relationship?
So in my case, you feel me? I got an 8-year-old. So in my case, it depends on the level of trust that I have with her mentally and everything around her. So if I seen the dude, met the dude, and I'm like, okay, I respect him. He can be around. But I can't dictate anything she do on her end. I can't. That's not my life. The only thing I can dictate is what happens to my son is what's said to my son. It's the only thing I can dictate. Anything she got going on, that's over there. But my son, he knows what can be said to him and what can't. He's gonna tell me. That's all I got.
Real shit.
So in the case to answer it, I'm not comfortable like that. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's her life, and I got to make sure my son is safe. So if it's all good, I'm gonna figure it out, and I'll deal with it.
By chance, do you two have children?
No, we getting to the fatherless
But
niggas
I've been
now.
on the other side where I was the guy.
Okay, bet.
Hold on, because
Ooh.
I can answer that question because I'm a father of 3.
Bet, let's do that, yeah.
Now, how do I feel? Personally, I don't give a fuck because my kids are old enough that if they say something, they're going to come and say something to me. 2, when I left both of my kids' moms, I made it very, 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 very clear. I don't care who you date and stay out of my business who I date. We are both grown adults and we made the decision to no longer be together. The moment we made that decision, especially with me, I don't circle the block. So we're going to do what's best for our kids. Hopefully you make the best decision and have someone in your home or around my child that I'm going to be okay with. There's 2 things that I've always made very clear. My level of don't give a fuck is below hell. And when it comes to my kids, there's a lot of things that I won't go to prison for.
But I will go to prison
But
for
I will
them.
go to prison for my children.
Listen,
And this is the thing.
busting through the door.
It's not a threat. It is a guaranteed promise. If something happens to my children, both of you gotta go.
It's over with.
And when I get out, it's gonna be me and my kids.
Right? Hey, and they gonna come visit me too, because they know I did it for the right.
I'm the only person they can come visit.
You damn right. hey, and my grandma and my mama though. They can visit grandma, but But yeah.
All right,
Don't ever
so,
circle that block. Never. I'm trying to tell you. But yeah, I don't. It's all good on my end. We just got to communicate, and that's what growing
you
up.
go ahead.
So
you go ahead.
So
yeah.
the girl I was dating, her man was in prison. Her ex was in prison.
Okay.
Went into prison when the baby was like a year and change. He got out when he was 4, and we're already, 4 or 5, and we're already like 3.5 years in, 3 years in, right? And he got out. He got onto Facebook, and he was dialing her phone up like, "Why you got this man around my kid? Y'all doing all these things. Y'all doing family stuff." I get it. It hurt because he was still in love. That's the only part I feel like that is the problem. If there is still this attraction and all this thing. At the end of it, though, did reach out to me and he said, "I was mad that you took him to Disneyland. I was mad you took him to Legoland. I'm mad that you took him to Sedona. I'm mad that you took him to the beach. I'm mad that you took him to festivals. I'm mad. I was mad."
You're mad,
and I just
because
realized
you're being a father. He can't be.
And he said, "I realized that you're being good to him.
Please tell
and
him.
I couldn't have asked for someone else better around him. So you could be a guy who doesn't give a shit about my kid, just wants to fuck my ex, and then just tell the kid to go get the fuck out of here. But you were good to him, and thank you for that." So sometimes it takes time just to breathe and just reevaluate the situation. And then, look, getting over something is getting over it. What he said is like, I'm over it, I'm completely over it. That's, if you are over it, it's not gonna stress you. If you're stressing, you still care about it.
Let me say something real quick. For me, I would hope that me not being a father, that the person that I've conceived kids with would have the type of discretion that I would approve of. If not, I'm just hoping that their relationship progresses at a point where my child can be slowly introduced to this person in a way that makes them feel comfortable and safe and shit, right? If not, then I got to turn up accordingly, right? But also me being a single bachelor out here, I've had a past of being around other people's kids, and maybe I've come into other people's relationships and been around their kids. And the reason I'm saying that specifically is because if I come around your kid and I'm a comparable father, then bruh, like that's something on you as well. You can't be mad at me at that.
Nah.
Like that can't be something you're mad at me about. If I come into your kid's life and I'm a comparable father, then bro, like, all right.
I'm glad I ain't gotta go through that because shit, I'm top dog father over here. I'm good.
Yeah, you hear me? And we all aspire to be, ideally, we We speaking idealistics over here.
No, I know you. I'm saying on my end, I'm cool. I'm glad I ain't never
Yes,
ever
sir.
got experience that
Yes,
part.
sir.
Yeah.
Woo!
That's what's up.
So Marte says, still got to vet those men around your kids. Most violence to kids happens with step parents at 73% rate compared to blood
People come up with
kids.
these-
No, for real.
Fleetwood,
No, he ain't
Fleetwood
lying.
says, right on. White Bell say, Ja, you are hot. I love you.
Hey,
There you go.
shout out.
Greetings from Peru. Hold on, I don't know if you.
Oh,
That's a
shit.
dude.
Yeah, yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
You know, love is love.
it is.
What are you gonna do?
It is.
Hey,
It is.
Hey, keep that loving over there.
decline, but I appreciate
Keep
your
that
admiration.
loving over there.
I appreciate the admiration.
I
This is
appreciate
all
you.
good.
Yeah, love
This
is
is all
love.
right.
Thank
yeah,
you.
you do your thing in Peru.
Hey,
All right, we
salute
gonna go
to
into question number 1. Fleetwood said he on some bullshit.
hey, that's my brother right there, man.
It's Friday night.
He gonna come with it.
White Bell said love is love.
There you
Love
go.
is love, baby.
Yeah.
Love is
Yeah.
love.
This nigga with the
Hey,
soundboard.
White Bell, here you go. This just for you,
Love ain't for me.
my little pony ass.
Oh my god. Question 1.
All right,
But damn, we
question
still
number
ain't got to
1.
question 1. Damn.
Question number 1. What is a high value man?
Who want it?
I could always.
Shit, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. That's my
All right,
answer.
I'm not gonna lie. To me, my opinion of what high value would be for a male is me knowing myself enough to know my boundaries and know where I want to go in life, so that I have the potential to be not only a supporting role to somebody else, but be a leader. High value is being emotionally sound too, because there is a bit of like stoicism. Like you gotta be solid if you a dude nowadays and back then, anytime. And then lastly, bruh, go get the money.
No, exactly. I mean, that's a great start off. High value man. If I have to describe that, I gotta describe as if I'm referring a man to my sister or who she needs to
Facts.
be with, right?
Right.
Correct.
Any
All
woman
right.
in my life I care about.
A man who has no loose ends with other women, right? That's a high value man. A high value man who doesn't depend on women to get him through. At 16 years old, I didn't have enough money to take a girl on a date. My uncle gave me $50 and he said, "This is the last time I give you $50 for a date, because if you are a man that cannot take out a woman out to eat, you are a man not in the business of taking women out."
Man, facts.
So-
Same thing.
Have your shit together. Be a man. High value man also works on himself every day.
Every day.
Knowing that whatever he did yesterday is nothing compared to what he's about to do today. Constantly becoming better, understanding, because he has to work twice as hard to lead the woman he's with and make sure that she's protected so she could do what she needs to do. She don't have to worry about him. And then just controlling your emotions. Look, at 16 years old, I was kicked out of high school. I was a different guy. I was sent to Scared Straight, anger management, all these things, right? To prove you that therapy does work. Came close to really hurting some guy a long time ago, but I think a high value man can reference those bad times to a woman and be like, "You see, I worked on myself so hard so I could be so good to you. I had to mess up. You got to get it wrong to get it right."
Facts.
So a high value man is honestly someone who can provide and be all that he says he is. That's
All
it.
right.
Wow.
So we're going to jump in here before we get to you real quick.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
All right.
Comments going crazy, I know.
For real. Minute said, "What's loyalty to y'all?" We'll come to that later on the show.
Okay.
Natalia said, "Josh said, love me from afar." Fleetwood said, "A man who had morals and self-independency." Menace the Dennis is my pen. Free game. Shavana said,
Facts.
"Facts." Menace gave 100 emojis.
And the
Natalia
love
said,
is there.
"Bailey, you gonna run out of bullets?" Not
Never.
Them things
Nah,
gonna keep-
we
I'm-
just getting started. We
I ain't
just
gonna
getting
lie,
started.
we've been hitting up the gun store. We got quite a few
Yeah.
up in
We
here.
loaded.
Load up the magazines.
Nah, we
Marte
loaded.
Marte said, "Number one trait of high value man is the competency and propensity for violence. Having the other traits means nothing if you can't protect it. retain it, or defend it. Being
I know what you
harmless
mean.
means nothing.
Oh, I get
I know
that,
what you
yeah.
mean.
Okay,
I'd rather be a
I
warrior in the
finish
garden
it,
than
yeah.
a gardener in the war.
Facts.
Fleetwood
Facts.
said,
We own
man,
it.
yeah, I'm coming on here for sure. Have Marquise give you my info. I want to come down and talk. I can answer questions for sure.
We had the fam locked in.
He's a fool.
Bennett said, bro is on point. D. Bowden said, bro, hit me. I'm coming next Friday. I got you.
Let's go.
Hey, they love
And
this
then
one.
Menace said, Donald.
Donald.
All right.
Okay.
Last but not least, Bray.
High
What
value
is a
man.
high
What
value
is
man?
So
Man,
high value
you?
man is a selfless man. It's a man that knows his worth, that knows what he can provide and bring to any table that he comes across,
He is the
and who
table.
comes to his presence. Right, that comes into a room, knows what he can bring, doesn't look at anybody, doesn't ask nothing of nobody for nothing, doesn't compare nobody to himself, doesn't think of anything like that. That knows when he comes in there, he comes in strong and knows how to handle any situation. With a woman, with a child, with another man, anything that he can think of, business, right? That's a high value man. That's a man that knows, hey, tomorrow I got to be better. Tomorrow I got to do better. Tomorrow it will be better. That type of man. That's what a high value man is to me. Somebody that knows he's been wrong and that wants to change it and fix it as time goes on. Because ain't nobody perfect. Everybody gonna make mistakes. This is how you get out of there after that. That matters the most.
Y'all niggas finna motivate the troops.
Okay,
bro.
now hold on.
Hey, man, I've done a
Bennett
lot.
said, my name is Donald OG. Appreciate that.
Donald OG. Shit.
Fleetwood, he said a high value man is a man that can bring a table to the table.
Man,
Thank you.
Okay.
And put that motherfucker on
I'll lay
Natalia-
down as the table.
Natalia said best boys night so far.
Man, we on question one.
Connie said talk that fucking shit then.
Okay, bet.
Hey, thank you, Connie.
Okay, so I'm just gonna be honest. Where he said bring the table to the table.
Yeah,
this
that's
is
bro.
my outlook on a high value man. A high value man is just that. He is the table.
Exactly.
Okay? You don't need to bring shit to the table because I'm the one that has to provide the table. If I'm not safety, if I'm not security, if I'm not your provision, what the fuck am I? Exactly. That is the purpose of a man. You can sit here and talk about all these other things, but they are meaningless if I can't even give you the basic necessities. A man, a true man, is not an emotional man. And when he is emotional, he's emotional with the men that are closest to him,
Facts.
where he can actually have someone that relates to him. So by the time he gets back to you,
It's
you
over
ain't
with.
got shit to worry about.
Exactly.
It's already
We figured
done.
it out.
Problem
Shit.
solved.
Yeah.
Ladies, I'm going to say tonight
Get it off your
is
chest.
a show that
Yes.
y'all are gonna want to pay attention to.
I got everybody in there watching this.
Because
I gotta send it
we've
to my
done
mom.
nothing but the icebreakers
We
and
dropping
one
gems,
question, and y'all got more content out of this video than probably every lady night that has happened so far, unfortunately.
Ooh, shots fired, boy. Pow, pow.
I'm firing those motherfucking shots.
Bro. That's coming from the host. Crazy.
White Boy
Hey.
said, talking about that, what do you think about girls that only interest about your money and who can support them? Because that happens to me as well, but with the straight guys. Hold on, White Boy.
Whoa.
Okay.
And
Whoa.
Connie said, and his woman. Okay, so
Okay. I'll get to that.
I'll
Whoa.
break this down a little bit.
Bet.
Okay?
Oh, wait.
So because he's talking about the male perspective with men, but how do you guys feel about women that come at you and are only interested in you about money?
Listen, I'll tell you one thing. If you're interested about what I have, my possessions, you're not interested about me. If you don't care about me, you can't have anything I've gained and what I possess. So you might as well move along, because if we ain't in this together, I'm not in it with you at all.
Okay. Let me shoot from the hip on this one. I assume that if you with me personally, I assume if you with me, you like me, you know what I'm about, you know what I represent, you cool with all that. If you're coming into a role where you expect me to be the only provision for you, then my question is, do you have the type of traits that can support that type of lifestyle, so where we both feel comfortable when we come home at night? And when I wake up, I know that I'm taken care of. And when I go to sleep, I know I don't have to worry about a thing. If I know I'm going to go out and go get it for you, what are you going to do with it when I bring it home? That's my only question.
Man, you can start an at-home shop or something. Do something with it, at least something. Don't go buy no new clothes, no new Louis to go to the club with. Come on now.
I think a lot of those
Go ahead.
these
Aaron.
women can be vetted out immediately
Yes.
when you ask
Say
them
it.
out on the first date.
Say it.
If where we're going dictates if you're interested in going, I'm out.
Okay.
I'm good. I on another podcast I did mention I will never take a girl out to dinner on the first date. we will get lunch. Is it
Or
me
breakfast.
or is it the
Or the plate.
optics of where I'm taking you, so you can tell your friends, where he's taking you?
Yeah.
Is the plate and the picture of the fancy drink more interesting than getting to know me? Because then I'm all set on you. We're all good. Women, and I kind of vet those out pretty easily, and because I'm not interested in the city of Arizona, the city of Phoenix, Scottsdale, all these places, I've become numb to beauty. Everyone's beautiful. What else?
I'll take a good 6.
What else? I'd rather take a 6 that listens.
Man, any day.
Give me
Gotta
a
go to
6
work.
that listens, because she'll be a 10 in comparison to a BBL that's a 4 in the mind. You know what I mean? So
He needs some milk.
the way you deal with those things is also be direct. Guys, don't pretend like you're okay with handing over a good percentage of your check on an opportunity for her to eat for free because she's never had a tomahawk steak before,
Oh,
or
shit.
she's never been to Maple and Ash. She's
had
never
too
been
many
to
by
Ocean
now.
44.
He a knower.
You know,
This is
I had
personal
mentioned
shots.
this in another pod. Cam Patterson, comedian from out of Austin.
Sheesh.
I got some shit, but he's from Orlando, Florida.
He's killing it.
He said, I would take a girl out to McDonald's on my first date. The person said, why? He
Wild.
said, because that's where I started.
Ooh.
Then we'll go to Chipotle. Then we go to Wendy's. Then we go to
tough.
Chick-fil-A. How are you expected to skip all these steps? All right?
That's a tough
that
date.
You know what that, and women, if you hate that, I want you to think of it like this. On the first date, you're expecting almost like a wedding anniversary type of dinner. Then I should expect a wedding anniversary type of night with sex.
What?
That's like
I'd
asking.
rather go home
That's
and
like
pass the
asking
fuck
for
out.
anal.
Whoa.
That's like asking for your friend to join us. That's like asking for us to record it and post it.
Man.
Does that sound extreme?
Who brought this man?
It's the same thing. It's an
Man.
extreme ask
It's the
for
same
someone you
difference.
don't know.
She want to go to Steak 44 on the first day. Well, I just met you.
Not a bad place.
Hey, man, I love Steak 44. Don't get it wrong. But on
Great
the first day, I just met you. That's over $200 just for me and you to eat. What if you don't like me the day after? What if I don't like you? I done wasted $200.
And she has wasted nothing.
Nothing. But she full, happy, and at home, sleeping good. While I'm stressing.
I'm gonna say my money different to me. If I'm spending my money, then I want to know immediately the value of the dollars that I'm spending. And if your character provides that, then cool.
Hey, that one was
Yeah,
great.
we will eventually go.
I got disposable income, lady.
We will eventually go. Not a problem.
That's what
I
I'm
will
saying.
take you there.
Hell yeah,
I
it's a
will.
build-up.
We'll go on vacation.
It's a build-up.
We will
build-up.
do all these
Man,
things.
we got to build that
I need to
up.
know something first for certain.
Man, what's my favorite color? You remember my favorite color? What's my favorite color? You don't know? Okay, then why am I take you somewhere?
You want to go to Tulum, but can't go to the kitchen.
Man.
And that's the thing. Like, I come home, I'm tired.
I'm hungry.
Think about the simple ask that you think is so demeaning. Imagine if I asked you to take me to the Bahamas.
Listen.
How crazy is that, right? I'm just saying, I like food.
Listen.
I like
Hold
food
on.
Hey, shit.
There are some rare ladies out there, and I'll say
somebody
I
that do
came
that
across
on
some
me.
real true dimes.
Facts, me too.
And if you know you are as rare as you are, I will see it. And eventually I'll see it and I'll invest in it. And that's all it takes is that time.
100%.
Just know that.
The job of
it.
a woman, look, men love nice things so we can attract women, right? And once we get a woman, that woman, her main port, other than all the specifics, is to also, when she's with us, she raises our status as well.
Exactly.
But if she is just someone who's a bloodsucker and everyone could tell, I look like shit even more, and
I'm brought down
less
by you.
respectable
Yeah,
as well.
I can't do
Listen,
it.
it's some
Raise
artists
me, I
right
raise
now.
you.
We can
Ooh.
talk about that.
Woof.
Just like that.
All right. So
And it's a good one, man. I'm trying to tell you.
the
Just
chats
listen.
went crazy.
I'm gonna shoot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot shots.
Hey, the chats went crazy.
All my people left Facebook to go to there.
Fleetwood said, "I'm not here to raise a grown ass woman. That's
Facts.
what I got kids for."
Woof.
White Boat. He
White
said,
Boat.
"Do you think that girls that are gold diggers is the same like paying for fun? Do you think that is the same in my case?" We'll get back to your ass.
Oh shit!
Francisco said, "Y'all don't even put my boy on camera." Marte said, "All
yeah,
women
put me on
are
camera.
resource
Yeah,
extractors.
yeah, yeah.
The only difference is what level you deal with." Francisco, bro, you look like a tomahawk steak. Francisco, he said, bro, he sound like a trick. Bro in the middle holding the mic like a bomb stick, licking the mic and shit.
So this chick, yeah.
Fleetwood said, I think about how many miles I had to drive to pay for whatever before I do anything. Women have to earn their space in our lives just as they expect us to bring the foundation. They must multiply what we bring in their own way. White Boy said, I share the same thoughts. When I take out a straight guy, pay dinner, club, alcohol, hotel clothes, at least I expect good fun, which I do not know what you guys. I do not know what that guys and gays are kind of similar.
Yeah, why am I not in the camera? Hold on, put me in the camera.
Said, but you wanted the pussy. That's why you took the drive.
Yes.
And then Francisco said, can we see this guy's girl?
Put me in the camera. I won't be in the camera. There we go. Hello, there's me. Hey, me. Hey, you.
All right.
Can I get a mic stand?
Coming soon to a. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna set the mic stand up for the one in the middle.
I'm already knowing.
It's crazy.
I know.
Listen, all right, so
who was that said that? No, we're gonna figure that out later. Fuck him.
Let
me tell you something.
Based off of that conversation, I do have a question for that. But before I do that, I gotta put the emphasis on this.
Okay, go ahead.
Females practice hypergamy. There's no such thing as a gold digger. God created them to go for the biggest, strongest, richest motherfucker in the world.
Belly. Yes. Whoever had the biggest belly was the best looking.
That means that he can provide and protect her. The bigger the guy, the stronger he is.
That's how it used to be.
And that's what they look for. Now, because in the modern day and time and the way things have changed and everything has been all wrapped into money, that's why females have then changed their emphasis on bigger and stronger to richer and richer and
flashier.
Okay, so
it's all
can't even read a book. Can't even read a book. But
whatever you can put on the gram, that's value now.
The question that goes with what just happened and the conversation we really just got off of is dating more about the experience or is it about getting to know someone?
Shit, when you dining, it's about the experience, and that's okay. Some dates are about the experience, and that's okay. That's completely okay. That's what I'm gonna say right now.
Don't get me wrong. I've gotten tickets to something that were free. I tell her it's not free, and then you attract a different girl. Look, some things are a fair exchange. You know what? Is she more shallow because she wants to go to something that's fucking rich worthy, or am I more shallow because I just want to be seen with her? These are things that happen, and as long as everyone's on the same page, we're absolutely okay. True. But if she's believing that I'm in love with her, or I'm believing that she's in love with me, then it's a fallacy, and then that comes to an end at some point, and then you're listening to 112 or something. Like, you're gonna be upset. It's over now. So,
City boy.
This man got bars. Okay, what you think, Bray?
Man, what was the question again?
Is dating more about the experience or is it about getting to know someone?
It depends. It really actually depends on what's going on in your time of life and where your headspace is.
True.
At. Because you don't want to play games with somebody, trick their mind thinking you're this way or that way, or it's just experience or it's to get to know you, but it's really not. It's really for experience. It's really just dependent on what you say to them and which path you want to go with. But in my case, I really do want to know the person. I want to see what they're talking about. Because if I took the time to stop to talk to you, and you took the time to stop to talk to me, let's see where our headspace is together. If it don't work, okay, then it's just for the time. So it really just depends on what's going on.
All right.
Because you could be in a time in your life where she just wants to just fuck, and it'll be a time where I want to date, and maybe we may go for the experience. And then there's times where a chick, they want to get to know you want to get to know them, then you go for get to know each other. It just depends on the time frame most of the time, or what you want.
Okay, I'm gonna get right into mine. Is that cool?
Yep, go ahead.
All right, so at this point, with how busy my schedule is, dates are like the main points in time where I really get to know how I like you in a setting. Like, we get to chat and shit and all that's cool, but if I take you on a date, there's two different experiences I'm looking for. If I'm taking you to the movies, or we going go-kart riding, or we going to like a big ass place with a lot of people, I'm not trying to get to know you right now. I'm trying to experience something with you. If we going to get fucking coffee, or we going to having like tea or some quaint shit, and you taking 40 fucking photos and we can't have a conversation, I think something's wrong. So it's just like, you got to read the room. I got to be able to see what your intention is on this date. And know what we here for. Sometimes it's just to experience us together, and sometimes it's actually like, all right, let's have a session where we really get to grow together.
True.
Type shit.
Because it could be like, because I'm an outdoors person, so it can be like, I want to take her canoeing. It may not be the most expensive in the world, but it's something to do. If you don't want to go do that and you hate it, I'm like, damn, that's tough. We can't go hiking. We can't go swimming nowhere.
Right.
We can't go to the lake.
Right.
I like doing all that. If you don't like doing that, that's tough. It's tough. It's hard for you. You know.
Okay, so my response to this is, it should be about the experience. But if you're truly looking for a real relationship, the experience ain't gonna come from a motherfucking restaurant. Mm-hmm. You meet me in the park. You meet me in at the mall, food court, minus the food. We meeting somewhere where we gonna sit and chill and get to know each other.
Talk.
If you don't have time to get to know me and spend time with me and see if you actually want to be in my presence, why the fuck do I owe you anything?
Owe you nothing. I don't owe you nothing.
2, if I'm taking you out, that means I take everybody out. And if I take everybody out, what makes you different than any other female prior to you?
Valid.
When you become
I would
my
like
woman,
to know that.
When you become my woman,
You get
the
44.
exact same experience that all these other females have already experienced, which makes you no different. Which then makes me basically, I'm just a simp ass sucker. And no, that's never gonna happen.
Never, not to be no sucker.
All right, so damn, niggas is going crazy.
Yeah, as they should.
Latoya said, y'all got our convo popping over here.
Let's go.
Marte said, this chat got more diversity than Atlanta Food Expo and Vibe.
That's good.
That was a good one.
Fleetwood said, it's about the experience and getting to know them. Francisco said, I like the bald guy more than the Yoda guy.
Who the fuck is who?
I'm definitely the Yoda guy.
No, there's a Yoda behind you.
Fleetwood said, hey,
I thought I just looked like Yoda.
They said Marquise looked like a real life Mr. Potato Head, old Lil Bill Head ass.
Who is this?
Dude
That's
in the
my
middle looked like Lil Nas X on steroids.
Yes.
Said,
At least you're on steroids.
As a man, I have to be the experience because if you lead us, we'll only experience your past.
Wow. Hey, bro.
that's
You
true.
might need to let some of that go
that's
just a
hilarious.
little bit.
It's some women that literally sit there and
Francisco
talk about
said,
their
I
past.
don't know that fat Mexican Yoda guy, but I'm also Mexican and he sounds like a trick.
What's funny is I'm not even Mexican,
also
but
said hashtag Marquise.
What?
Stop licking the mic,
Ecuadorian.
bro.
Oh, shit.
Show them how we get pussy, Alhambra type shit.
We're still
man,
just
so
getting
good.
started,
We
guys.
just getting started. Hey, I
That's
told you,
so
I'm gonna have
good.
some clowns on there. People gonna be saying some stuff.
Okay.
oh yeah, I've done roasts. This is nothing.
All right. next.
Somebody told me I look like the Mucinex commercial guy. That was good.
That was good.
Batman couldn't get that info out of
we
me.
were doing a battle. Yeah,
That was good.
that's why I like.
But I like
It's,
shit
it's
like
all
that,
good.
though. I like shit
hey,
like that.
hey,
If
but
you get a
Eric-
good one, that's good.
Yeah.
That's
do
good.
me a favor.
Congratulations.
Just say this and say it nice and slow. Say,
No.
do you have dry eyes?
Do you have dry eyes?
I need to move on emotionally.
Yeah, man, you gotta be able to laugh at yourself.
Man,
Don't,
you
Hell
you
yeah.
can't take
Hey.
yourself too serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yes, sir. Yeah. I'm still holding this mic.
What you guys are gonna find out here on No Cap Reacts, we real at all times. We talk shit, and
So
unlike
good.
other people when they come on here, when you put a bunch of guys together, we can talk shit, have fun. We take it, express it, and move on.
Women can't even
Man.
tell their friends that they're fat.
Oh shit.
They gotta tell them.
experience.
They gotta tell them they're beautiful.
Personal experience.
Hey, they can't even tell them that you a broke bitch and gotta get up off your ass. They
Now
can't
that's a
tell
hard
them that.
conversation that I will
They
have
can't even
every
tell them
time.
that.
I'm gonna tell you if you broke and you don't do shit.
Man, they let them be broke. They be broke together. The broke again twins. Shit.
Francisco said, you gotta find a woman through ambition, not through materialistic.
Of course.
Marte said,
Agreed.
guy in the middle looked like Frank Ocean on land.
Wow, what the fuck, bro? Like, hey, these niggas need shows, brother. These niggas need shows.
Oh,
That's
man,
good.
it's tough.
Good.
Fleetwood
Yo.
I'm gonna show
said-
you him. Look.
Fleetwood
Look at the camera,
said
Frank.
no,
Oh,
he's
Frank Ocean.
Fag Ocean.
Wow.
No.
Crazy. I'm dying
Damn,
over here.
it's
I'm
going down out
fucking
here,
dying.
man. This is vicious, man.
All right.
I feel like I'm in a boxing match. I need
Man,
to be
it's
called
Man.
out.
Hey, I don't even know what round we on. Man.
Look, you don't tease people you don't like, so yeah,
right.
they like you, man.
All right, so the next question is, do you guys think that sex is a woman's duty in a marriage?
Whoa, hey, listen. I'm gonna go this right now. I'm not gonna lie. With most women, I need most women to understand that I don't feel like they make enough effort in sex. I understand that you might feel like the relationship dictates it, but I've been on both sides. I've been a committed, domesticated man in a relationship. I've been a bachelor out here. I've been with desperate women sometimes. It all kind of leads the same way. Like, I really need you to reciprocate again what we're both putting down. And honestly, repeat the question one more time so I make sure I get it all.
Is sex a woman's duty in a marriage?
And look, that's something that we sign up for when we agree to be partners together. If we're in a matrimony, that's some of the things that we vow together, and that should be understood. Now, I will say we should have an understanding of each other before we commit to each other for life, but don't go switching up on me. And if you got to communicate what's up so we can fix it, because it's a problem. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's your duty. If not, who else? You know, so
Because somebody else will.
because here's the thing: you want things that we don't want to do, and we will do it if it makes you happy.
Out of obligation.
Okay,
Man.
And look, I once worked.
I mean, you got married. That's something that
Exactly.
most men don't want to do in the first place.
Exactly. I didn't want to do that. Now, if I lose you, I lose my house. But here's the thing: I once met this girl. She was from Europe, and I used to work with her when I was 19. And she was like 28, and she had dropped some knowledge on me. She goes, "You want to know why American women get cheated on all the time? They use sex as a weapon." And I go, "What do you do? How is your relationship?" She goes, "I don't give a fuck if I'm tired. I don't care
Yes,
if
ma'am.
I'm catching a cold.
Yes, ma'am.
If my man comes home at 3 a.m.
Yes,
drunk
ma'am.
and wants to fuck me, my legs open
Yes,
because
ma'am.
I am his and he is mine."
To a certain degree, I got you too.
You know what I mean? Like, he is
Respectfully.
mine.
was cold.
He is
Respectfully.
mine. And he goes, "That's the problem. You think you're doing something clever by saying, well, I'll let you know if I'm going to give it up to you later, but and you're married." No, he's going to be like, "Well, then, you know,
my left, I'ma
the
go
girl
back
at
for
work
it."
sounds great too." Because she's
Man.
not letting, you know, I didn't have to marry her and she understands my situation. But that when she said that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Do not make it a weapon. Same way I shouldn't have to hold it over you. Let's say I'm the main breadwinner and you want to help out your mom. Like, you know what?
Like,
I don't
hold
know.
this financial
Should we help her?
stability over you.
Should we
The
help
fuck?
her?
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. We both signed up for things. Do not act like I don't have
It's
to do things that
obligatory.
I don't want to do as
To
well.
a certain degree.
That's a fact. Yeah, that's
All right,
very true.
Bray. Is it a woman's duty to have sex in a marriage?
So listen, she got to be able to please me, right? It's certain times where she got to please make sure I'm happy and not sexually frustrated. Because look, if she's not doing it, I'm somewhere else looking around at all these different other women like, damn, what if
And
they
it's
can do
hard
it?
out here.
And some throwing it, some not. You know,
These women want good men.
It just depends on what's going on, but I don't feel like it needs to be something that's so consistent that can make or break a marriage. You know, sometimes we may not be interested into it. It happens. In my case, I feel like that. Sometimes you may be tired. I'm cool with it. I'm not just talk about it.
Right.
Just communicate
Right.
with
To
it.
a certain degree.
It just depends on where we're at in our life and where we're talking about and how we feel about each other. If I know, hey, you've been working hard all week, okay, cool. I know you don't give me none. Shit, I got a left hand, my shit work. You
Chilling,
know,
chilling. We gotta have an understanding.
I could take it here and there, but if you're doing it all the time, then that's a different story. Like, hey, what's going on with you? Is it you? Is it me? We gotta go to the gym. We gotta take some honey packets. What you need?
Don't
You know,
act
look,
brand new
I gotta
because
suck
he
the
feels
toe
some type of
better.
way.
What you need me to do? Suck the toe better? Lick the nipple better? What's up? Like, let me know what I can do to help out if it's me.
That's what I'm saying.
It
Those-
shouldn't be make or break. It shouldn't be something they have to do. But I mean, in reality, you got to do it because who else? Like he said, who else will?
Because
somebody else might.
will.
Somebody else wants
And
to.
you opening windows in your happy home. Don't do that. Talk to me.
You know,
We gotta have an understanding.
a quick 10-second blowjob go a long way.
Yeah, I'll shut the fuck up as soon as that's done. I'm done. What is it? I'm
Listen,
more
I don't even
inclined.
You can just
I don't
talk
even like
to me.
people no
I'm
more.
more inclined to do
And
what you
tell
want to
me
do
what's going
afterwards.
on.
Man, listen.
But
give me a
yes.
good
You
one.
never watch Baby Boy? Like when
What?
he, you know what I mean?
Come
He's
on,
like,
man.
He has, you know what I mean? There's this thing of we're more down to do shit when we're being happy as well. That's not a surprise.
Exactly.
You know? So
Yes.
sometimes we shut you up with a bag or whatever it is. Like these things, we know you like certain things or experiences, or you took the
Certain
day off just to
places.
hang out with me. That's great. Oh, I'm whatever. It's the same thing. It literally is the same thing. Obviously, if the guy you're dating is a fucking sex addict and is
That's a
taking
different
pills,
story.
Yeah,
That's-
no,
it
it's
is-
gotta be an
What's wrong with a
understanding.
sex addict?
Nothing wrong with a sex addict as long as y'all both, you know what I'm
I mean,
saying?
to the
Y'all can
point
meet
he
each
doing
other's
it till it
matches.
hurts.
Yes.
doing it till
listen,
Some people are into that, bro.
No,
I'm just
exactly.
saying, if you got to
Fuck that.
understand it,
After
it's
I'm
whatever
done-
y'all want to
after
do.
I'm
in
done, I'm
y'all
rolling
shit.
over and I'm going to sleep. What you want? You want to buy it.
I'm
Going night
wild.
night. You know,
wild.
you did your job. You did your job for the night. I'm done.
Whatever we agree upon as adults is what's going
All right,
down.
so the chats is going crazy. We gonna do this. I'm gonna read the chats that apply to the actual conversation.
many.
We're gonna get away
Facts.
from all
Good
the
luck.
roasting.
Good
luck. Cause shit, there's a lot fucking here, and the
love
roast is
Yeah.
It's going deep, huh?
Yeah.
They crazy.
Good luck.
All right. Natalia said, "Is this a roast? Laugh out loud. Damn." So Natalia is actually the moderator. So be careful, ladies and gentlemen. Fleetwood said, "Yes, it is a woman's duty. If a man is off the market for her, it's her job to do whatever to please
If
him,
I'm
so
off
he
the
doesn't
market.
have to look anywhere else to be satisfied. But it goes both ways."
If
Marte
you take me off the
says
map,
it is a duty. Let me forget to protect the house at night from a Van Buren crackhead breaking in and say that's not my duty.
he is a preacher.
Marcy said men want to feel appreciated and desired.
Yeah.
You want- yeah.
Let's see.
Yes, you are correct.
White Bolt said, "Hey." Siobhan said, "You can't hold the box. That's against the rules."
Facts.
Get that
Shout
pussy
out.
up. Marte again said sex is usually weaponized in a relationship as manipulation and control over men if they say it's not a duty. White Boy said, "I'm back. Can I say an opinion or will I be blocked?"
It's crazy.
Rhea said, "Where is his hair? Oh my God."
Whose hair?
I don't know.
Who said it?
Natalia said, "White Box, say what you gotta say.
said
Just be respectful." He is not. Oh, no, that's because he's talking about because somebody said that you were a mic licker. He's standing up for you.
It's some space in between here.
He biting on that thing. Don't let him lie to you, y'all. He
Wild, bro. You
He
biting on it.
Yo,
Natalia
this
said,
is why you're
"I'm
not on
about to
camera.
Start blocking. The same way they got you, gotta be the same way they got you. They gotta continue that shit, and then."
Oh, facts. No, exactly. If you introduce the vibe when we met, bro, keep the fucking vibe, bro, because that's the girl that I fell in love with.
Oh, they talk about Marquise. They ask where your hair is at, Marquise.
Man, yeah, I cut it off, y'all.
Oh
It's
yeah,
gone.
he did. That's the
It's
same thing
gone.
I said when I seen
It's
him, bro.
gone. Now y'all can see the smile better. Listen, even about you, the
Yeah.
Hey, you been chewing on rock. Stop it.
Hey, no, these teeth. Look at these things. Look, I got a little
y'all
gap.
ready for the next question?
Man, you
go.
talking about the wrong teeth?
Okay. What are your thoughts on child support, and is it fair?
Hey, listen. Let me tell you one thing.
You let the fathers go first.
Hey, yeah, I'll go first. Listen, so if the father's absent and not doing nothing, and you're in a position where you should, go ahead, right? If the father's absent, but if it's a failed relationship, but he could do his part, leave the man alone. Go get your job, do what you got to do, and handle your own business. Right, that's how you should do. But me as a man, you should help out here and there to the mother of your children if need be. If that's just how I feel about it. Help out with it. But I paid child support at one point, but now the card come to me and the money come right back to me. Right, because I do what I'm supposed to do for my son. I've been there, take care of him. So it was a mistake on her part. We could take it off, but it helps my credit, so I let it stay there. You feel me?
Amen.
So I let it stay there. I'm paying it. The money come back to me anyway. I can swipe the card. I got it in my hand.
yeah,
So
we getting
my
off.
credit going up, so it helps out. I'm cool. But if it's like I said, if it's an absent father, put the dude on it. But if it's a father there doing his part, leave the man alone. Fair relationship, same thing. Leave the man alone. It's not fair for some women to put men on who are doing their due diligence, doing what they're supposed to do with their kids. That's not fair. I hate that shit. I hate when they do that. That's bitter mothers. Like, what are you mad for? Like, was your family like that? No. So why are you like that?
We
There's
gotta
no
fix the
reason
system.
to do that, because now you're creating a cycle of the same thing happening with your kids. It's gonna keep going. Why do you do that? Break the cycle of the same thing that we see all over the world. Break the statistics that we see. Like, go out there and do what you're supposed to do.
All right,
That's
for
how I
my
feel about it.
non-fathers.
No. No cap. Go ahead. No cap.
For the non-fathers, nope. I'm always
Okay.
going. I'm. What do you guys think the child support is fair?
All right, I'll go.
Go ahead.
Again, like he said, like he ended off on, we've allowed the system that was meant to protect the children to be weaponized by the women, and I understand how it happens, and I understand how a lot of women have been victims and they've sought shelter within child support. Cool, I get it. I know both sides of the story, but we have to all take accountability moving forward for what's best for the family, because we're trying to raise people to be accountable for themselves when they grow up. And if we in a toxic environment, it's at the end of the day, the money's gonna be nothing if your kid don't grow up who they're supposed to be. So on top of that, if you're a father and you don't feel like you're supposed to be paying child support, bro, you are accountable for the actions that you had in your past. And if you can't figure it out amicably with the mother of your child, then that's the route that you have to take, and be accountable for that and show up until you can improve that situation for yourself as a non-father.
You gotta bite the bullet sometimes. Some of us gotta bite the bullet.
Come on, man. Be a man about it, big dog.
Some dudes put themselves on child support so the woman can't do it and make it look bad on them.
Facts.
Like, just so they can say themselves and be like, hey, look, I'm actually here. I'll do it myself and end up paying $20, $50. I know some people out there that's going through that right now. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just a real fact.
Can I slide one more thing on there? I'm just saying, if I really want to be a father and I want to take care of my kids and I feel like I want you to support, I'm just saying it could go both ways. If I prove myself in a court of law, just know that. Because I'll be the type to be like, hey, them my kids, let me get my kids. You know what I'm saying? You can chip in.
No, I mean, I completely agree. With child support, I feel like it's case by case. There's sometimes where the money is suitable. It absolutely makes sense. Definitely do it. There is another time where certain men are keeping up a lifestyle for somebody. And if that's the case, then just have the kid live with me, and then he can keep up in my lifestyle. I think that the new thing where they're trying to do this new thing where they will track where the money is going, because I've seen girls use that money to go on vacation.
Facts.
You know, they're living at mom's house, or they're rent free.
Grandma's house most of the time.
But they're
my grandma helping me.
But they're making sure that the guy's in hell because there's some type of vendetta assessed to him. I think, there's this, man, what's her name? She's like a black judge on YouTube. I always watch her clips.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
She's the shit. She'll be like, why are you trying to raise the child support? And they go, well, he has this new girlfriend and they went on a trip, so you're jealous.
Right.
Sometimes things are so vindictive that you're just like, what is the issue? Why is it that you want to harm somebody? Now, again, Dave Chappelle, had a crazy line. He goes, I do believe we shouldn't be able to tell what women do with their body. With that being said, I should have the right to tell you I don't want to pay for the kid. So he's like, he was basically saying, he goes, if I'm telling you I don't want to be a father right now, and you're saying I don't care, it works the same thing. What if he wanted you to have the baby and you go, no, it's my decision if I want the baby. It is, it's getting there too, where a man could like rescind his rights and whatever. And if that's what you want to do, then it's on you. I don't think that's any worse than doing an abortion, to be honest. And then to each their own on that. Child support, I would like to know where it's going, what it's being done. I've had my friend get child support raised on him, and we found out that it was because she acquired 2 big dogs, and the dogs were eating like $200 to $300 worth of food, and she included that in her
and they can do that.
Her child support.
And they can do that.
And they're like, nah, it's for the kid. It's for this. And he got actually reduced. It depends what judge you get too.
Child
you may have
support
somebody
and
that
alimony
favors
is crazy.
You. Yeah, alimony, famously known as all his money.
Because if we can get to a point where whole organizations are waiting for your divorce to finalize before we send you a new contract,
there's a business. It's a business.
There's too much business behind it. Shout out to Zapolstra. Like, that's crazy.
So, as a father, I'm going to say child support is unfair. But child support is unfair for a couple of reasons. This is things that, ladies, y'all don't understand. 64 cents on every dollar goes to the judge that gives the judgment. Again, 64 cents to every dollar goes to the judge that gives the final say. It goes to his retirement, which is why so many judges stretch men out and max their asses out because they know that they get to retire like fat rabbits.
Interesting.
This is the thing. If they put me on child support today, and before I leave that courthouse, I go downstairs and make a child support payment, you're not getting it. You're not going to get it till about the third or fourth payment. Why? Wow. The court requires to earn so much in compound interest.
Before.
2, when I make that initial payment, they're taking their 64 cents on every dollar and putting it in the other account. And what they're doing is they're allowing my payments to mature to then send it out to you. Now, if I ever miss a payment, they also stop sending payments. Why? Because again, the state comes before the child.
Yep.
That's why they're
When
in
the
the
state
business
gets
of
involved.
child support. Me personally, I will say this. Stop doing child support.
Yep.
Period. As they say. Stop putting the white man in your business. It's like calling the police to come sit in and be the intermediary of you and your spouse's
They're never going to do it
potential
right.
argument.
Personal
All
experience.
right? You're adding the government to a situation that already shouldn't be there.
Facts.
Because you didn't they weren't there when y'all was fucking.
Right.
Hey, depends on
Also-
the case, though. Depends on the case and the scenario with the woman and what's going on with them. Sometimes you need them in your business if the woman is stir crazy and just really hates you.
or-
But hold on, hold on. So
you
that's
know,
where I say this.
You can get enough people y'all know in your
No,
business.
That's where I say the court should 100% make every child support case or child custody case 50-50 with zero support.
Mm-hmm.
When one of the parents comes up short, congratulations, you now lose custody. If both parents have 50-50%, that means they also have to pay for that child when they have them.
Mm-hmm.
That is the truest version of what child support is. I am not responsible to pay all my bills
And your bill.
and 33% of your bills because you're not using that on the child. Because when the child come over here, I just sent your mama $800. You ain't got no new shoes. You ain't got no new clothes. You ain't got no.
And you
but she
hungry
went-
when you
she
came
went and
over
did-
here?
She went and did this. She bought a new car.
She in Miami.
Okay. All of those things
Forget
have
that
nothing
part.
to do with the actual child because I see far too many children suffer from that.
Man,
Now,
Now,
going to
man, the comments probably flipped upside
comments
down.
again.
here we go.
How many people?
Good
did you
luck,
see?
brother.
All this provide things I think is worldwide as well as all the couples examples. Fleetwood says it's not fair if you're a good father like myself. Why should a woman get a free ride? Natalia
Shout out,
said they are bitter. That's why. Marte says child
They-
support is
yeah.
$1 trillion business for states. Even at conception
course.
in states, it starts. Women
course.
are not penalized, i.e., baby drop off, safe havens. It's one-sided. Men can't evade like women. Francisco said it's all up. Everybody shout out to everybody. Shavonna said facts. Some do put themselves on child support. Fleetwood said I put myself on. He said bro grandma's house for show. Marte said 2 states have a card system which piss women off because they track child support spending. They got rid of it after, so back to cash.
Shout out to them 2 states.
They are there when y'all are fucking because one state started support at conception. They found a way to be there for the money when you slide in. Now, the beautiful part is I love what Tennessee has already done. Tennessee is not charging child support to anyone. As a matter of fact, every childbirth now comes with a Maury Povich blood test.
Shout out to Tennessee.
You got to do that paternity test. Okay?
Shout out to Tennessee.
Also, if the female says that it is a one-night stand, that man can never be held responsible for said child.
That's tough.
We just gonna get her coming in the court of law and just
Looking
say
at
that.
places in Nashville.
Okay?
No, I already got it.
The reason they are doing that is because they are holding women accountable because it is your body, your choice. If I say I don't want that child, but you choose to have that child and then hit me up for child support, I had no say. You can't fucking make me pay for some shit that I already told you I didn't want in the first place. Last but not least, niggas, strap the fuck up. I understand that pussy feels absolutely amazing. But strap the fuck up. Stop
No.
shooting up the club.
The club's
Yes.
getting
No,
shot
we
up.
don't.
Shoot
No,
up the you gonna do one? Shoot up the after party.
Are you shooting up the club?
No, don't shoot up
When
the
I'm
club.
with,
Are you shooting up
when
the
I
club?
gotta like when it's just a girl that I'm with? Yeah.
No.
And you're
Yeah.
shooting up the club too?
He got a kid, so you already know.
Oh yeah.
No.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
I hula hooped
Do
and
one or
double
two-
dipped for the
listen,
boy.
You gotta
Hula
do,
hoop and
you gotta
double
do
dip.
one or two things. Don't
No.
shoot up the club. Shoot up
Don't
the
do
after
it.
party. AKA, if she like anal, that's where you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Otherwise, take your ass upstairs to the penthouse and fill her mouth.
Oh my God.
Damn right.
Wow.
You damn right. That's what she got the lashes for. You better get him on the lashes, not the eyes.
We just never shooting up the club. That's all we doing.
Just get him on the lashes, not the eyes.
These niggas is crazy.
You talking about the comments?
What he
Fleetwood
said?
You niggas.
Shit with the eyes emoji. Fleetwood said, I'm about to start giving fake names. Marte said, 43% of children across America aren't the child of the father. This is the stat from 2024. Rifle said, I think people first think about sex, they get married and BS, but when they get single again, they are teenagers again, fucking around and having fun. So what is the real goal? Fleetwood said, no, the cumbrellas.
The cumbrellas. You damn right, bro. The cumbrellas.
All right, so I know y'all gonna like this question. Does a woman's body count matter to you?
Absolutely.
Oh, I love this question.
Okay.
Absolutely. I'll start off with that.
Please do.
Yes. So the reason being is that men, right? You care about a man's future. Men care about a woman's past. It definitely dictates some type. Look, and for the fact that you say it's the same, it isn't. The reason being is that I could bring the ugliest girl here and I'll have her walk outside. She don't even have to have legs on. She don't even have to have legs, and she'd be like, "Who wants to fuck?" And the whole complex will come out. All right, or at least a majority, because with men to attract women, that's why it's more impressive when a guy has sex with girls, because he has to achieve some sort of status. He has to have personality, money, things, resources to be that guy, right? That's what makes, look, ask any girl. They want a guy who has experience. Ask any dude. That is the last thing we want from the girl. And a lot of girls say, oh, well, you're going to get a girl that's only been with like 2 guys. She's going to barely know how to give you
But
head.
that pussy gonna be amazing.
Guess what? I'd rather be the
Shoot
teacher.
some shots off real quick.
I'd rather be the
Yes, sir.
teacher than someone teaching me and make me feel a certain way. Look, it matters. If it didn't matter, then we wouldn't bring it up. It is easier for women to have sex. It is harder. My God, what's this guy, Jesse Lee Peterson?
Yeah,
When he's like, why are you a slut? And he's like, well, they asked him, well, what if you have sex with a lot of girls? What's that make you? And he goes, a slut maker. And
I remember that. That shit was
Jesse Lee Peterson is also
I got
wild.
something for that. I got something for that.
Amazing.
Since we call women whores, I have automatically deemed myself the homemaker.
There you go.
Okay.
Wow.
In order for a woman to be a homemaker, she must have a home. For a barber to be a barber, he needs heads to cut.
Yep.
Okay. To be in construction, you need a house to build. Damn. Okay. To be a cobbler, you need motherfucking shoes. There's a title for everyone. I just happen to be the homemaker. Don't be mad. Don't hate the play. Hate the
Don't
game.
be mad because
Yeah.
I made you one of my hoes.
Let me
Statistic 104,
Let me-
404, 304.
Let me hop in this right now. Keep the camera right here because because I want his reaction to this too. Here we go. And this, I might sound like I'm orchestrating this shit. No, this is really how I feel, bro. The body count does not matter to me. And let me tell you on both sides of it. Romantically, I do not give a fuck who had an opportunity before me. Niggas do not compare to me. End of story. I'm not concerned.
Pause. Question for you.
Yes.
You do corporate America?
Yeah.
Okay. So what happens when you go to a Christmas party and you take Miss Stadiat to the party and the CEO at one point in time happened to be the one to fuck said female and he hasn't gotten over her.
And
Now
he ain't
that
got
he
over
just
it.
saw her.
Yeah.
Well, we about to get his money up.
Now, within the next 6 weeks, you get demoted, treated differently, then fired. And when you only time you find out that you got fired is because you showed up with the CEO's old hoe. Would that make you change your mind?
Nah. Only thing I think it wouldn't make me change my mind is my discretion, because I should have already known that. And then 2, if this the woman that I'm choosing to be with, this relationship better build past what I already had anyway.
Okay, now.
So no, this better be a high value relationship in the first place. I'm not worried about nobody's CEO.
Okay,
I am my own.
At least he was the CEO.
Now I will give you that. I'll give you. Okay, so I'll give you that.
Shit.
But let's just be real. Have you ever lost respect for a nigga because he wifed the hoe?
It depends on how he went about it. It definitely depends on how he went about it.
First, I'm gonna say they suckers.
No, go ahead.
No, you finish. It's on you.
Man, if I know that he just threw all logic and rationale out the window and didn't consider 90% of this and just jumped into it with emotion, bro, you're a weak man to me, because you could easily put yourself into some dangerous shit because you just went with your heart without considering the logistics of it. But if I know he thought about everything about it, and listen, it be some women out here you just don't meet again, bro, and that's real. Like, and as a man, I want to go home with what I value, not what makes sense all the fucking time. Okay, so if this the chick I want, then hell, I'm gonna go through hell to bring her back to where the fuck she need to be at.
All right, Bray, it's on you.
That was a good one.
Man.
What was the question again?
Oh, no. Let me slide on this last part. Hold on. As far as body count sexually, bro, if I'm fucking with you, I should know where your sexual health is anyway, because we've had that conversation. So whoever you fucked with in the past has nothing to do with me sexually at all, because again, niggas don't compare. End of story.
So my
I'm sorry, bro. I hate that. Stop acting like it mattered.
Hey, let me tell you one thing.
He needs some milk.
As for me, being even from a young age as a teen, I've always messed with older women. I've always talked to older women. I've always been around older women. So at the same time, they already had high mileage.
You got one.
They've already had high mileage.
And they know some strains.
You know, they've already had high mileages. So at the same time, it's just that don't matter to me about the body count.
So hold on one second. I do want to add something to that. The reason why it's important to me, when we have sex with girls and we find somebody we care about, we can get over a girl. When women have sex with men, they have these ties to men.
Yeah.
And I think the less amount of men she has tied with, it is better. There are stats that say the more men
body she has,
the more body, she's more likely to cheat on you, more likely to, because it's just like that whole thing with Jason Love. He had sex with Adam 22's wife. In what Andrew Tate said to him was like, you know what sucks is that you have to know that even after she had sex with him and she's married to you, whatever, if he were to get sick or something were to happen to him, she's gonna care a little bit.
There's metaphysical energy attached to this.
It has been proven
that
when a woman has 10 or more bodies, she has an 80% chance of guaranteed divorce. An 80% chance that she is going to end up divorced if she gets married.
Divorce is already 40 to 60% on top of that.
Divorces is already 70 to 80%. So you're throwing another 80% on top of that.
It broke the damn scale.
Just because she let...
Try to make a hoe into a housewife.
Or she was trying to build a house with the wrong men and kept bouncing around. You never know the story. This is why I say sometimes the body count don't matter. Because it depends on her life. She could be with a dude that...
Here's the problem, Bray.
Go ahead,
Here is the biggest problem. The biggest problem is that people don't understand is the more partners she got, I'll give it to you, Ja. Yeah, you don't care because real niggas don't care.
Hey.
But when she fuck you, if you don't fuck her, like dick number 6, dick number 13, dick number 45,
forget about number 4.
She's sitting here thinking about
45 and 3.
Why can't he fuck me like that person?
Can I say?
The fewer bodies she has, well, the less dicks she has to compare to. Which means if you are giving her ultimate penis,
Every
True,
time.
true.
She ain't worried about no other penis because she got nothing to compare it to.
Exactly. Hey, when I show up to work and I don't do my job, they compare me to past niggas too. That's all I'm saying. It's all about performance. The fuck you talking about?
At the same time, it is,
Shit.
and also how you make them feel. That's why body count don't really
course.
matter because it just depends on what type of
Course.
person she was.
Well,
Holistically,
now,
we
hold
talking
on.
about
if I
holistically.
know she was a
Holistically,
hoe,
it ain't just a dick.
I give it to
Holistically,
you,
it
but hold on,
ain't
she
just
was
a
a
dick.
hoe.
If I know she was a hoe before I met her, then I'm not going to
Then I wanted my hoe.
Different. At the same time,
And I wanted my hoe at home.
Okay, but so
I don't want the hoe at home. You can keep the hoe outside.
No, but
She
here's-
can't get my house, plow my house down.
Okay,
so
but
listen.
The
but
question
I'm
is really based in
Yeah.
if she has a high body count, are you gonna wife her? Yes or no?
It depends on the woman.
Okay,
He's
sorry.
saying yes or no straight up.
No, it's a yes or no. It's a yes or no.
Oh.
Are
And
you-
then I did,
High
yes.
body count, are you gonna wife her?
Yeah, I
could.
if you're asking me if I would wife a woman with a high body count, if
Yes.
she meets all my, yes.
Okay, so when
Yeah.
she ends up pregnant, are you also gonna demand she go get a paternity test? Because there's a 99% chance it's not yours.
Well, I mean,
Hey, she just busted it
that's
open
gonna
for the
depend on the
milkman,
timeline
huh?
we've been together.
Milkman,
She get
delivery
pregnant as soon as
man.
we.
No,
nah,
see, again,
I'm cool. I'm not gonna ask for no test.
Listen
He had
to
all
the,
these but ifs, though.
listen to the statistic that
I hear
was
you.
just thrown
I
out a
heard you.
minute
You said
ago.
90%.
No, 43% of these women that are taking paternity tests, they are not the father. You got women on Maury Povich right now on nigga number 13, but she was with this nigga for 17 years.
I'm not gonna lie. As me, if he come out and he don't look like me, I'm probably just gonna check anyway.
That don't,
Like,
that
and
don't
it should
always
be
tell the
respectful.
story. And women
It don't
are
tell the
women
story.
are
No, I know it don't.
Women are master manipulators and they're bullies because they gonna say, "Oh, so you don't trust me? You gonna get a paternity test? You gonna
That's
trust
true.
me?"
That's how they
And
act.
at this point, you should
type
be
of weird
married.
nigga that just want the
you
test.
should be married. So, Mr. CEO, are you also willing to lose half of your shit because the moment you push for a paternity test, she says she leaving you? Two, as another statistic. You do know that 72% of these married motherfuckers taking these paternity tests, they are not the father.
Yeah, my
Go
aunts
ahead.
are registered nurses in a hospital, and this is true. When that girl, I came to Arizona because I thought I got a girl pregnant, right?
Yeah, you said
Yeah.
It's the
you
difference
did.
is I was going to college. The guy that was the other dude was facing 3 to 5 years on heroin charges. So she thought it was absolutely okay to fuck my life up if it benefited hers. My aunt said, when
Well,
you
that's
see,
kudos to you.
if you ask a girl for a paternity test, the more she freaks out, the less likely you are the father. She sees it all the time, and she goes, if it doesn't matter, if you truly are the father, then it should not matter.
That
You're
makes
just
sense
doing
to
your
me.
due diligence
That makes
because
sense to me.
another woman having, let's say they have sons, they're going to direct them the same way. They're going to tell them, make sure that's yours, make sure that's my grandbaby, make sure everything's all set.
Shout out to mom.
And that's why less numbers matter. They do matter, I guess, individually different. But less ties to different men are less people I got to worry about too, to run into, for it to be inconvenience. You hear all these stories of girls going on a trip. Oh shit, met up with the guy from high school. This, that, and the third.
Girls trips.
It happens. It happens. It's.
If she's a hoe,
I am a competitive nigga.
If she's a hoe and she goes to Jamaica, is she gonna come back not tasting the big bamboo?
I'm a competitive
something.
nigga.
She doing
and-
something.
And it don't. I don't know,
that shit ain't-
man.
I can't believe in that. Hey, cause
If-
You know what,
I've been to Vegas. I ain't got nothing.
if we talking about a relationship that we already have commitment in, then this shouldn't be happening.
It's
But-
only in a commit. We only talk
You would
committed
say-
relationships.
Oh,
You know what? 5 years ago, you would say one of the most desired men in the world was an actor, former rapper Will Smith. That his wife should be oh so fucking lucky to be with him of a guy that standard. And look what she did. It don't put it past anyone.
No numbers.
Don't
numbers
think
don't matter.
Because let me tell you something. For
She
the
got
majority,
jiggy with it.
I'll be honest with you. We're not Will Smith. He is to me.
he ain't Tupac.
To me, he exactly. And you see what happens. This guy is the ultimate Oscar award winner, Grammy award winner. Bought her whatever she wanted, house, this,
Does his own
and it
thing.
still was not content because I don't know her body count. I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with it. But don't put it past the type of guy you are because you could ultimately be the best. And these girls still fall
find
into
a way.
temptation.
And we know females love to go for them Sims.
Man,
So okay, Chats. Fleetwood said, not the Cumbrellas. Natalia said, them lasses catch everything. Fleetwood said, hell yeah.
Shout out to Natalia.
Hell yeah, your body count matters. White Boy said, why body count is so important for men, and they want to judge women about that, but they have so much numbers. Why men are so insecure about that.
It screams insecurity.
Marte says, body count matters. If it didn't, sex workers would have the highest marriage rate and retention rate.
Hey, not fucking true.
That's hilarious.
Has a bad pattern. White Bolt said, I'm so proud about you, Ja. You cannot judge someone about that. Fleetwood said, nah, I disagree. I ain't messing with no woman. The whole block and ran through, and then we out in public, and I'm around everyone she done been with, and still be trying to hit. I'll pass on that ass.
Can I ask a question?
Marte said, White Bolt, men and women are different. Body count is different for men and women. Women are liabilities for 9 months. Men aren't. Marcy said, what? White Bolt said, and Marte, you can fuck around with all the asses that you want and not be judged. Marte said, okay, Frank Ocean, would you marry a stripper? Would you marry a girl me and John had? If it doesn't matter, those are green lights for marriage, right? White Bo says, so you don't want a woman with a higher body count because they already know how men are. You want innocent and stupid and clueless man that you can teach. That is fragile masculinity instead. I'm sorry, dude. That is hard for us to. It is hard for us to take you serious because you fuck other men. And you are talking about fragile masculinity.
I get where some people come from real quick. If this the girl I want to be with and she a stripper and I believe in this woman and I know what she got going, then yes. If everything I desire is met,
73,
yes.
78.
I'm not boo-boo the fool.
What was the other one? The other one was something else.
Strippers have a 78% divorce rate.
I'm not boo-boo the fool. You're not about to make a fool out of me.
Fuck, what was the other
For
question?
you? Oh, no, I'm cool.
Fleetwood said, laugh out loud. Marte said, life is unfair. It's only fair for those that build their value in men. White Ball said, that is the way old people think. You see it jobs market and you don't pay the same to women just to keep them quiet and need to depend of the protection of a man. Marte said, there will never be true equality in relationships, man. Only what we build, bring, and defend. Men and women are different.
Yeah.
Fisher Reyes says, I disagree. I feel like more women are willing to cheat because they haven't been out there like theirs, so she is curious. Versus someone who has been with plenty, she knows what's out there.
Let's talk about it. Because I know something that's at home all the time with some bodies. I'm sorry, I do.
Marte say the pay gap is a myth. It's been debunked. Men work longer hours and take less time off and work more high-paying, dangerous jobs. Women, not at all. Fisher Reyes said there is no curiosity or fear of missing out, just my perception on it. Linda said body count does matter. Why date someone who slept with everyone? White Bull said the fact that I'm gay doesn't mean that I'm not right. It's Como says.
Wait, hold on.
It's only certain women that can say, "Oh, body count, blah blah blah." If they only been with one man, because that's all they know. You know. Then there's also that same case where it's the women that's only been with one man. And then when they happen to get free or get around other men that make them feel a type of way, are they more potent to want to cheat or go see what this man's talking about? We don't know. It's any case that could happen because it don't matter if you've been with a lot or been with none. You always could fall to temptation at any type of way. Yeah. So all the numbers don't matter because numbers isn't always right. All these numbers don't always dictate how a person's going to act. How you going to dictate, I'm going to be crazy, I'm going to shoot the club up? You don't know. It could be anybody. It could be the most common person.
I can't agree with that.
Wait.
Because we know that postal workers do exactly what the fuck postal workers do. We know that 50% of niggas, whether we like it or not, we do end up in fucking prison. All right?
Hey.
We do understand.
This is something to understand.
Hold on. We understand that 93% of all motherfucking serial killers that are on the FBI list are Caucasian, and we understand that whether we like it or not, the best landscapers in the world are fucking Latino men.
And I want everybody to understand that whether you like it or not, if you're concerned about body count, then there's some type of emotion or stigma or projection that you have attached to that that you need to address because it's not the fucking number.
So I'll tell you why also number matters. Just to push back on it.
Go ahead.
A woman's supposed to raise your status. And if everyone knows and tastes and have been to this place, that status cannot be. There's a reason why Kanye West told Kim to stop doing sexy shit, it bothered him. It bothered him. It bothered him. Now he's a psycho and he's also a genius and he's also a lot of things.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. You gotta understand that does take a point at some part. Now, don't get me wrong. There's dudes. My boy has been with his girl, stripper, 4 or 5 years. They're very happy. They're very happy. There are exceptions to everything. And I think it is case by case. You're absolutely right.
It's always case by case.
It's case by case.
Everything is
Just
case.
look at a lot
Me
of rappers.
personally, I would love I'm saying if we had a choice.
Cardi B.
The girl I
Would you
love.
marry Cardi B?
No. The girl I love. I have 2 girls that I love. Both are bad. Both are the same. One's been with 5 guys. One's been with 100.
fucking bad.
I'm gonna be with 5. The girl has been with 5.
She's trash.
Who's trash?
What?
Who's trash?
Man, Cardi B, I wouldn't date her. She's not my type of person.
Cardi B is trash to me.
You feel me? I
mean, and
Well,
I just
not for
watched,
me and not for you and not for him.
looks
But
her
if
looks
I'm
look great,
if I'm
cool.
an Offset,
But
like
as a
pause,
person, nah.
no homo. But if I'm the type of dude that wanted a Cardi B, then it wouldn't matter if she was a stripper to me. She's still a bag
but
for what she is.
Do you understand why a man will choose a Cardi B? Because Cardi B
It raised his status too.
Came in talking about how she's okay being with other females. She
Oh,
ain't
fuck
got
that.
no.
Wait.
She's a dick
That
gobbler.
shit's cool too. That
No,
shit's
so-
cool too. But
that's the only reason.
but she got a personality too,
Yeah,
sir.
she does.
Outside of all of that, and we know that.
she does have a personality.
Doesn't take away from the facts.
But it does not
The fact
take
of
away.
what?
It does not
That she
take
know-
away from the fact
Tell
that
me.
she basically put herself out on Front Street by letting the world know
Through her
at
music?
the end of the
I don't cook, I don't clean.
No.
And
Before
I still got a ring.
before her music, you had to watch Love and Hip Hop to really see who Cardi B
I know.
really was
I ain't
before
never seen
she
that
made
shit.
it.
What a show.
I know.
Okay,
I
and
never seen it.
she showed no ifs, ands, or buts about it that yes, she lives that whole shit to
Yeah,
the
she was a
fullest,
thoroughbred
and she
street
loves
bitch.
that.
Look,
shit.
if you
And
like
she was
that,
bothered.
definitely.
Then you like it. It's
But
your
yeah, and if
opinion.
you like that, that's up
That's
to
why
you.
I'm
That's what I'm saying.
saying
If you're an
it
Offset,
depends on the case. That's what I'm
Right.
saying.
But hold on,
Numbers
but you
don't
have to
matter.
understand. You have to understand this. You do realize that Offset is the reason they are not together right now.
I know.
because
How you gonna fuck up the bag, sir?
He don't fuck. He was the bag.
How?
She just made an interview. Just had it on $1 Million Worth of Game. The reason she leveled up is because of
him.
Offset. They were making $1.5 million a show. She was making 15,000. She said, "I want that life." He leveled her up and taught her the game and
Facts.
walked her through the process, not the other way around. 2,
Shout out to Father Foe.
the reason he's leaving her is because they have a daughter. He wants his daughter to have a better role model. See, this is what
That's
it's
literally
easy
what he
for
said.
you-
That's why he left.
It's easy for you to say this right now because you do not have children. The moment
Yeah,
you have
facts.
children,
No, I want everybody to know that.
especially a daughter, because I have
It's
a
gonna be-
daughter.
man.
When you have a daughter, nigga, I was signed to Sony. I was making $20,000 a night. I was coming up in the ranks my goddamn self in the music industry. But the moment that I had a daughter, I said, fuck all that shit, because she don't need to be around this shit.
I feel it.
And flip her word upside down that you don't
Children
want.
change your life, and little girls. See my son, I'm like, this my nigga. He go to the studio with me. He do everything.
Yeah.
2 years later, I have a daughter. Okay, by the time she was 6 months, I was like, yeah, I can't do this no more. You look at her totally different because your daughter looks up at you, and the way she looks at you is true. As men, we never know unconditional love. When you have your daughter look at you like that, that is the epitome of unconditional love. It's the best feeling you will ever have. So for what he's
Shout
going
out to
through and
that.
what he's saying right now, I feel that shit 100%. Because the woman that you put in her life, the woman that has to be around her, means everything to you. And if her mom isn't the one, you're going to go find somebody that can
is.
be the one.
That could.
Because it is really that important.
It is, especially for
I
kids.
will
That's why you
say
gotta
that.
have. That's why, like
It's
with
important
me,
to have a real father and a real mother.
it is. It is. You got to make sure they're around and being around the right people. That's why I touched base back before. If they can have a man around, yeah, it depends on how that man is, depending on how he's moving, depending on who he is. You know, all that depend. It matters both for men and women. We can't be that much judgmental amongst each other, which we can. But at the same time, we all got to be real open-minded about the real situation of itself. You know, that's what people be forgetting.
Reyes said, a woman who is happy is not going out of her way to cheat on a man that does everything she needs. That's crazy work.
And that's
That's not.
if,
That's
if
100%.
she is. White boy said, I think is respectful to red flags. Why don't you want to date someone but prejudice someone just for that is crazy. Red says some people are not replaceable. Marte says if we can't go with statistics, you can deny warning signs all you want. Darwinism has entered the chat. Marcy said it's about how she behaves when he isn't around. And get back to them, is he proud? Linda said
that is
sex sales. White Boy said so because she was a stripper, she is less of a woman, is less
of a role model.
Men.
It's kind of crazy.
Marte say, 500 years ago, if you had that mindset, you'd be raising someone else's bloodline or get compromised because those views eliminated your lineage. There's a reason majority of men care
spreading my
about
seed, big
Capp.
dog. I'm spreading my seed, big dog.
White Boy said probably he divorced her because that, but he is not a saint, and she knows what Cardi was before pregnant her. The nerve that men have to judge is incredible. When they are popping that puss, they forget about role models, children, and shit. Said, no one cares about Cardi. She just loud, obnoxious, and light skinned. Natalia said that White Boy.
She's talented.
She always know how he is. Not a secret. Everyone knows how he is. Fleetwood said she would be fun in bed for one night, though. That's it. Reyes said
that's a lie.
But Kim was who she was. I would say Cardi B would give a good fuck. I'd fuck the shit out of Cardi.
Right, and one night only is crazy.
Exactly, and there's a difference between fucking someone and want to be with them for the rest of your life.
Kim was who she was before she got with her, though, and he also was a part of feeding her sexual image until it got too much. Then he wanted to change. I mean, that's true.
That is very fucking true. Thank you. But
all right. Next question.
Yep.
I ain't gonna lie. First and foremost, I appreciate y'all niggas.
Thank you for having us.
I appreciate you having me.
Hey, we gonna make it happen. I told you we gonna talk when I first got here.
Yeah, we fully
talk about business too later. You know, I like business.
All right. Would you prefer to be okay? So this is financially. Would you prefer to be in a relationship that's 100% to 0 or a 50-50 relationship, and why? Starting with Bray.
Okay, cool. You gotta start with me first. You know, in my case, I believe that it can change. I like the 50-50. Ain't no 100 to 0, nothing. There's not none of that around here. We're going to do this together. We're going to build a foundation together. I'm going to build what I have with my pieces. You build what you have with your pieces. We put them together and see if our pieces match and we can build on top of that. You know, it could be 70-30, maybe 60-40, maybe, you know, mismatch, 55-45. It can be any type of number. I'm okay with that as long as we're doing it together if we go on into the ride together. If this is how we're going to be, that's how it is for me. You know, sometimes it may be 100 to 0. It may be 90 to 10. And it always changes. Life happens. So we just got to go with the flow.
Next.
All right, but in risk of inciting the chat one more time, I'm gonna quote a little clip that came up with Cardi B recently about the same shit.
I already got it.
Yeah. All right, cool. So what I'm gonna say is like he said, sometimes in a household where y'all have an understanding and y'all building things together and y'all have shared goals, then sometimes it's going to be 50-50. Sometimes it's going to be 70-30. And damn it, if we got everything we need and it's cool, you're going to know it's 100% and 0. You do whatever you need to do because we've gotten to that point. Mm-hmm. But it's always going to be a sliding scale. And it should be if we're a partnership.
It's not a struggle love. People think it's a struggle love. No, it's a partnership. We're in this together. If I'm doing something for my accord, I may ask you just for $10. It may be $100. Hey, I got 90. Can I get 10? You know, but it's something that I want to do. I may not even ask you because it's something that I want. Just like if you want something that you want to do, you shouldn't have to ask me for it. But if you do, I can help you. It's not struggle love. It's just sometimes we move how we want to move and we do how we got to do.
You give and take.
Man, it's a unity.
So you said ideally how I would want it, right?
Yep.
So ideally 100-0.
Yes.
And this is why ideally. Yes. So that she could be able to fulfill all that she wants to do.
Amen.
Differently. Look, if you had the opportunity for your girl to raise your kid and I have to pay strangers to go take care of them.
Yes.
It is different in your situation. You guys have, you have a kid. That's totally different. But I'm talking about brand new. There's no kid. You have the capability. You said ideal. Ideally, that is what I would want.
Yes,
ideally, I want her to have all the tools and resources for her to be my peace when I get home. It's hard
Facts.
to let a woman be your peace when she's got working for some other dude.
Yeah.
She got to report to another guy.
Tell him.
And then she got to pick up a kid.
Tell him.
And the person at the spot that take care of the kid,
They be bitching.
you know, didn't change them right. Left them with a rash. Now we don't know what happened. We don't know what happened. That's another thing. Like I give parents a lot of credit.
It's hard.
For the patience that they have, for the resources they have to put up just to send a kid to those things.
Childcare.
And the reason is,
$1,500
I
a week.
know
200, 300, 400.
there will be some sort of different sense of peace when you're doing your thing, knowing that your kid is at home with his mother, learning and doing all the right things. That sometimes gets construed of you telling a woman to just stay in the house, and that's not it. I'm just saying this is our preference for this, and I will take care of you because that's been my agreement in this, and I feel like we'll function better. I won't hold it over your head. I won't do anything like that, but I think you will be more fulfilled than you do getting a promotion and working for some other dude. You know, it's the women who want to go to work and do all those things. That's great.
It's
but
cool.
if you have kids, look, you're answering to a man at some point, whatever. I'd rather you be home and us as a couple, we're working on things. We're doing everything together, but we know where our kids at. We know what's happening, especially with all the things that happen with kids. They get hit. They think, and you have no clue. If it were by preference, 100 is 0.
See, the only thing with that is this is crazy when you talk about times when you think about that. Ideally, yes, I would like that where I make all the money, she can stay at home with the kids. Yeah, but that creates that factor of, okay, dad's never here. Dad's always gone. Dad's always gone. Oh, my husband's always gone. My husband's always gone. Now she's going to start talking to people looking for something that you're not giving her because you're going to be tired. You're going to be doing too much. That the ideal look is cooling off from people that's rich and millionaires. I already got it. But the people grinding, ideally, it got to fluctuate.
You got two different looks.
So that's why it's
You
important.
got
to
we
pick the
made
right
it and you got
partner.
hustle mode.
Both of those are gonna work and not work. It depends on the relationship.
Exactly.
Bray, I'll say this to you. Yes, that is true. But at the same time, if you're doing 50-50, don't get her ass pregnant because you just lost 50% of your
Of the
motherfucking 50, which means you now have to be responsible for 100, which 9 times out of 10, and this is what people don't understand. When you doing 50-50, you're not pushing yourself. And a man is known for pushing himself. You're usually going to be really lackadaisical. So when something happens, guess what? You're not going to have it because you've never had to. So it does put people in a very complacent area. Mm-hmm. And then, I mean, I understand your side as well, Eric, because me personally, every relationship I've been in has been 100-0. Now I'm at 95.5. I'm gonna do 95.5. You got the groceries. Point blank, period. And the reason for that is, as a man, women look for leadership in the first fucking place. Yeah. So if you are doing that, you're already the epitome of everything she is looking for. 2, sit your woman down. Talk finances. This portion of your check is savings. So if shit happens, this is where we're going. You don't get to just go make your money and just do whatever the fuck you want to. This goes to savings, and then I will also teach you how to invest. So guess what? If we fall apart, you still have something to fall back on that has nothing to do with both of us. And if I end up fucked up again, you also have something that's going to cover both of us, and your lifestyle doesn't change. With that, I'm going to shut the fuck up and let Cardi B say what she said earlier today.
A nigga to take care of you and everything, but it's like, all right, you have to like pick a balance. Like it's like you cannot just be a bitch. It's like, oh, my man take care of me. He does the bills, but it's like, what do you do? What are you contributing? Like it's like, all right, like you can't be complaining like, oh, I cook, I clean every day. It's like, okay, but you don't work. You don't contribute to the house. So I just feel like crazy. It's like, and like sometimes people be like, oh,
that's crazy.
So this is like really controversial, right?
Cool.
I feel like it's very controversial when like be like, oh, I don't go 50-50, but it's like, all right. So if you and your man make the same amount of money, right? Mm-hmm. but only your man is the one that paying all the bills. How you ever gonna save up to like buy a house?
You
Or
can't.
buy a business? Because he's never gonna be able to afford to. So it's like
I never even
certain
seen this
things is
video.
like a
She
joint
just read my
thing
mind.
to do.
Well, I read her
You know what
mind.
I'm saying? Like, it's like a work together. But I just be feeling like sometimes people, like the internet, really be having
Have
people
y'all
fucked up
fucked
from
up.
like
Man.
real reality type
Eating out their
shit.
hand.
So
Fucked
it's like, all right. So your mom and dad used to work every single day, right?
Mm-hmm.
So your mom and dad used to work every single day, so your mom could save her money and buy purses, and your dad just pay all the bills. That's not how it works. It's either your mom was in the house cooking and cleaning every day, your dad was working, or they was both working to pay both the bills. Like y'all be acting like y'all don't know what the fuck that is like no more. Like come on.
And your mom money was your
Hey.
dad money, and your dad money was your mom money.
Hey.
Like, it was like that.
Yeah.
It was
All
it,
together.
like it's like that's why I'm saying like I'm not a feminist anymore because it's like sometimes
Keyword,
it's like
she said she's
y'all
not a
bitches don't
feminist
live in the
anymore.
real world.
Right.
See?
Y'all
You
not
gotta
living
fix
there.
reality.
Y'all be talking about, my
And
money is my money,
reality
his money
is
is my
we gotta
money.
do it together.
I mean, my money's my money, his money's my money. But
Reality
Man,
is together.
let me plot my agenda real quick. I just want to say real quick. This is a freaky, slutty, open, out there stripper bitch that's making sense and spitting bars like this real quick.
Finally, though, again, she said the key
Come on.
word.
Finally.
No,
Come on.
keyword
I'm not a
is-
feminist
That's
no
what
more.
I'm not a feminist anymore.
People can
We
be
can
saved.
overlook what I just said if we want to.
No.
Did you hear her? She
But
said-
I heard everything she
That
said.
means she's no longer thinking like that way that we were before because she realized that shit don't work. That shit don't work.
What
You
she's
can
saying
overlook what I
is,
said
see,
if
this
you
is the
want to.
thing.
It don't
Women
work.
are sold on feminism. Women are sold that doing sex work is what's the word they fucking use? It start with an E. Is how the fuck I just lose my whole train of thought?
Who knows?
Anyway,
But shit, it don't work.
They make it seem like their trump card is their sexuality. So now they're cashing in on their sexuality, like selling sex, fucking everybody, doing all this shit.
Enterprise?
Is like, hey, this is me. This is making me free. This is my calling card. Like, accept me for the bullshit that I do. And guess what? A lot of men are doing it. But it comes
Ain't
to a
nothing
point
wrong
in
with sex
time.
work.
See, I'm 44. 30 years ago, a woman that was out hoeing with Two Live Crew couldn't even talk about it. Like, it wasn't even put in music.
But
it was
out there.
ostracized.
Right, but it was out there.
Now it's a badge of honor.
Okay, but that's just the evolution of social media and like how we communicate with each other and what's on Front Street. Women
But
have
let's
always
be
been
real,
hoeing.
Ja.
Women have always been hoeing since time
But we're
immemorial.
we're not talking
And
about hoeing.
We're not talking about
What are we
that.
talking
There's
about?
a difference
then?
between
feminine
hoeing
energy
and
that they're talking
feminine
about.
energy.
The stuff that they're talking about.
See,
Wait,
a woman
okay, I got
that you're
lost there.
taking serious, that you want to marry,
Yeah.
always held herself at a different level.
Yes,
right now,
of course.
you are just right. A lot of women today are holding themselves at the standard of what the hoe is. So now
Okay.
you don't get the choice between the good girl and the hoe. You get your choice between
A hoe,
Cardi B, or Sexy Red.
Man, that's it.
Which one
y'all
you want?
niggas in here capping.
No, it's facts.
No,
Y'all
it's
niggas
real
in here
facts.
You get a choice
capping.
No
between
cap
this
to
hoe or
that
that hoe. You get to have this type of hoe. How to do
You
this,
get the
or
best
this
of the
ratchet
hoe.
hoe who ain't gonna give you nothing.
Okay. Wait.
How many
Wait.
females you know on OnlyFans?
Huh?
How many females do you know that are on OnlyFans?
Like percentage wise? Honestly, I would say about 20.
All of them that's on
20
your
to
Instagram.
30%.
Every single one on your
If I
Instagram right
if I
now.
had to be gracious, I'd say 20 to 40%.
Okay, how many women do you think they call themselves Instagram models?
Everyone.
I would say 50%.
If they got 1,000 likes,
How many-
But that's coming from a model.
How many-
Continue to cook,
okay,
nigga.
How many motherfuckers is literally on the internet just like this? Ass all out. They all got the
Fucking-
same pose.
But hold on, bro. But that's what's selling and that's what's growing your platform in this day and age.
It ain't selling no more.
Man, I don't see what the
But
fuck
bro,
is wrong with it.
they're
Tell me
calling-
something.
They're calling that a badge of honor. See, this is the thing.
If you're making money and
it's-
you're using it to progress your life
It is-
in this
hey,
day and age
hey.
and in this economy, it is a badge
A
of
trick
honor.
is a
nigga.
badge of honor now. Being a
Let-
trick is
hold on.
a badge
So
of
let
honor
me ask-
now.
let me ask-
You
Go
being a
ahead.
trick, they love
No.
you.
Let's
hold
see
on,
what he got.
Ja,
Let's see what he got. Come
How
on.
old are you?
Huh?
How old are you?
31 years old. I was born in
31.
92.
Okay. So you came when the transition
Exactly.
began.
Exactly.
So you don't know anything different,
Nah.
right?
This is my age.
Okay. Now guess what?
What's up?
Are we living in a very male-centric, feminine world? Are these niggas coming out here a little extra saucy and sassy?
Okay. I'm hearing where you're going. I'm with
Okay.
you. I
Are
hear you.
men being men as they need to be to women today?
I hear where you're going.
Okay. Are women being what women need to be to men?
I'm with you right
today?
now. Okay.
Guess what? This is a product of what you are saying is okay.
Okay.
See, if we don't have a
And?
standard,
There is none.
then there is none. Which means that's the
Interesting
same thing as
concept.
if you fall for everything,
You stand for nothing.
you stand for
Okay.
nothing.
It's like in the old
I
days,
can't
they used to
immediately
teach
disagree
women,
with that.
They used to teach young girls how to be women, how to read, how to cook, how to clean. How
It
to
was
knit.
called finishing school.
Can I- wait, can I ask a question?
How to
Men
do
went to
that.
college,
Hold on, y'all.
women
Teach them
went
how
to
to do that.
finishing
Yeah,
school.
yeah.
Now they don't have it. No, now
Okay.
that's frowned upon. Why?
Okay, cool.
Because they stay in the house and do what they're supposed to do.
I would let y'all pop that up, but everybody knows this narrative. Now let me ask y'all a question equally. So is it also a deficit in how we're raising men right now in the situation?
Okay, so that goes to part two, because that's guess what?
So women are raising men now.
that's
Women are
exactly.
raising
So
men.
and
Literally.
that's and you know, the whole thing of like it's all right, let them make their money. Clinical psychologists have said now within about 10 years, these women who are 22 to 28 will be alone, single.
Fact.
They will.
And
They will
childless.
they'll no
Most
longer be
likely.
desirable in the marketplace.
Most likely.
They will no longer, and then that will incite
'Cause they got their
a
assholes on the
different mode.
internet.
And there is a price to pay. Look, my mom used to say,
Sure.
whether you order the food and you pay the bill at the beginning or at the end, either way, you're gonna pay. You're
Sure.
always gonna pay. There is a consequence to the type of women that are being raised with this whole thing of like being masculine, being Cardi B, being this way,
let's-
but here's a deeper thing to it. My studies was in the emphasis of the early Americas, and I wanted to talk about child support a little more because that was the kind of once that started was the decline of male black and brown people in the country in the United States.
So that was a product of it.
It incentivized
Welfare.
women, black and Latin, to get rid of their man. It incentivized them to be alone. And what happens is, if you look at the statistics of a boy who was raised by solely his mother, right, it's a certain percentage that they'll go to prison, right? They'll go to jail.
76%.
76%. And then there's one that if he was only raised with his father, it's much lower.
28%.
And it's the same as if both parents were together.
28%.
Being with your father, being raised, because mom love and dad love is completely different.
Father comes with structure and discipline. Mom does not.
Exactly. Mom says you could be an astronaut. Dad says you're in remedial math, bro. You need to step it up. So both are necessary, but the statistic doesn't fall from the sky where you let women will have a baby, buy a ball player. They'll be in their late 30s because that is their last attempt at retirement. That is what they're doing. And what's going to happen is damaging these boys who are then going
Fatherless.
into school. They're acting up, and then they incentivize kids to be in special ed. There's a bunch of kids in special ed that shouldn't even be there. But because it's incentivized by education. Oh, so like Dr. Umar Johnson, I was listening to him. You know, he was he's a clinical psychologist. He used to be an administrator. The reason why he said he only spoke on black kids, but the reason why they would put them on special ed is because they weren't being challenged. Also, the school gets incentivized double
paid.
the
They get paid
income
for
for every
that.
By the
special ed
government.
kid.
Exactly.
So they'll
Man.
raise you. When Dr. Umar Johnson went to prisons and he said, didn't matter if you're a white, black, or Spanish. I asked everybody, were you guys in special ed? Your question should be, right, how many raised their hands? My question is, you wouldn't imagine how many didn't. Like everybody was in special ed. So it's incentivized to do that. So
there's
Go
another.
ahead.
Man,
There's
and
what I'm
another.
saying is there's a trickling
Go
effect
ahead,
to
go ahead.
empowering that
Okay,
behavior.
okay. Go
There's
ahead.
another incentive that is also thrown out, and I come from a two parent household, right?
Awesome.
But I also grew up in Inglewood, California, so I'm a street nigga. And guess what?
You still have a better percentage of being better.
In the process of going to college, guess what? I made some dumb decisions. I ended up in prison. Mm-hmm. What I found out real quick was, because I didn't have a juvenile record, my first time going down, I got a 5-year sentence. I did 4 on it, 4 flat.
that sucks.
While I watch other motherfuckers with 8, 9, 12 years come in,
Get out
do
in
6
3.
months, leave. Why? Because they had been in the system. And they were getting paid over and over and over and over again for every motherfucking time they caught a new case, and it was guaranteed they were going to catch a new case. So the state made more money. Basically, they are a career criminal. And they were making more money off of them, and they sat my black ass down because it's like, he didn't do anything before, and here I am at 44 years old, and I ain't never been back.
I ain't going back.
So there's a huge...
You weren't the bang for the buck, sir.
The government literally has preyed on our women specifically, because this is there's another statistic that's there. If you Google on your phone right now, she economy, and you're gonna see Nike, Journey, Lululemon, Starbucks. The largest companies are banking on women being single because single women spend more money than married women, because men stop their wives from bankrupting the family.
That's true.
Or at least they try to.
So
they try to stop us from gambling at this point.
There's a huge difference, and they want these women single. These kids that are being raised by single moms, these moms are raising the men that they never had, not the man that a woman in the world is going to want to marry.
Exactly.
And that is the bad part about it, which is why women are complaining about so many men in society right now, which is why I myself have created this podcast, because we can fix it, but the first thing we have to fix is the way that this world, that this process, this thought process that is being forced upon us is. Because if we don't change the thought process, but that's why there's a ladies' night and a boys' club.
It's the narrative.
No,
the narrative got to change.
You know, Chappelle, once talked about Mandela in South Africa, right? He said, we need to do what they did. And what they did is that they tried the system. They tried everyone. They said, look, you guys aren't at fault. It was the system at fault, what led you guys here. But all you guys got to admit all the wrong you did. The first acknowledgement, basically, especially to something so crazy, that should have been a bloodbath there, Chappelle said. But because people acknowledged what they were doing wrong, it led to a peaceful process, right, of it happening. The first thing we got to do is be able to say where we fuck up at, what we're bad at. And the second thing is for women to acknowledge that themselves and have a real honest conversation without being defensive about
accountability.
Yeah, accountability.
All right, so chat went crazy. Fleetwood said, okay, maybe a week max and then I'll be good. Natalia said, no shade. Marquise looked like DeVale Ellis. Rhea said, man, Cardi was on the show. She had a character to uphold. Everything on that show is not always 100% real. You cannot meet a person one way, have a baby with them, and then expect them to change.
At all.
I was who I was when you decided to marry me and create that life with me.
Yep.
Fleetwood said 50-50. I did the 100, and that shit ain't cool. You end up losing, and none of it matters at the end. You waste time and resources, so don't do it.
But you learned a valuable lesson.
Men have to be able to be the hero financially. If she has to constantly save you, she'll resent you. You'll never. She gotta save you once. You'll never resent her. Number one reason for divorce is actually money. Broke women don't cause divorces. Natalia says, my man pays all the bills. I clean, cook. If he asks me for a massage or something to eat in the middle of the night, I'll do it with no problem.
God bless you.
Shout out to you.
Marte says, if you carry the load, it's simpler to see where the relationship failure will happen. If both pay, she'll become your roommate eventually. We can't be the same. Natalia says, my man pays all the bills. If he wants a massage or a meal in the middle of the night, I do it with no problem or complaint. She said that shit twice.
Shout out.
Marcy said, women not giving all her energy to her job will not be as calm as receptive to her man, period. Marte said, I sat through 57 Maricopa divorce cases. 89% winning 50-50. If you're in the divorce lawyer's official office, it's already too late. 50-50 just makes a roommate. Natalia said, people can be saved. Fleetwood said, they think sex work is empowered. That's the word. Empowering.
So why they keep saying that 50-50, it just don't work when it's, say we're paying the rent. But say we're paying the rent and the rent's $2,000, it's $1,000.
But here's the problem.
What's
Here's
the
the
problem
problem.
there?
See, let me ask you this: what's more important to you, love or respect?
Respect, to be honest.
Okay, so a woman requires love, you require respect.
100%.
Okay, if you're paying the bills, your woman is for sure going to respect you. If you go half and half, she now sees you as an equal. Again, women want to be led. Are you now leading?
But you can lead in every other factor besides that. You can lead by the way y'all think, the way y'all travel, the way y'all move, how y'all move business, how you mess with the kids. You can lead everything else. You don't have to lead how y'all pay the bills.
All right, but let me ask you this question. If you are a millionaire, will you date a woman that works at McDonald's?
If I like the girl, yeah.
Okay, if a woman makes $1 million, will she date your ass working at
Hell
McDonald's?
no.
It's not as likely.
Okay, so
Because
it's not as likely.
That answers your question. Women want men to come to the table with what they have or more. It has been proven that marriages where a man makes 56% more than what she makes stay together. A woman wants to look up to a man in every way possible.
Yes.
Again, we are
True.
safety, security, and provision. That is the biggest part is provision.
True.
So if you are not providing, they look at you different, and yes, they do start to resent you, and yes, you will end up in a motherfucking divorce court.
Listen, I'm gonna say something right now.
That's why
because
I ain't married.
listen. Because at the end of the day,
I'm not married. That
we
shit
talk
don't
about a
work for me.
podcast and we talk about ideologies and all that shit. And when we go home, I'm pretty sure ain't none of these motherfuckers is millionaires. So at the end of the day, 50-50 might need to be what's required for us to move forward. Let me finish cooking
go
the fuck.
ahead.
Because what I'm saying is, realistically, what problems a lot of women have in these relationships that are 50-50 is that men's expectations are unrealistic of the nature of the relationship that we have and the structure of the relationship that we have. If I come home and I know that you work hard and you have to give your energy at what you're trying to do and we're trying to build something together, I'm not going to be on your ass about providing my every little need because you're doing that shit at the end of the day in the ledger. So I think a lot of niggas need to come to terms with what to expect in a 50-50 relationship as well until you can get to the point where you can be 100 to 0 type of nigga.
It was like one chick I know, she got with this dude. They said that they was gonna move together, pay the rent together, whoop the whoop. He fell short on his part. So now she's like, well, dude, you gotta go because you couldn't maintain what you said. So situations like that, it goes back into, like he said, how we keep saying, communication and what the ground rules and what I tell you was gonna happen. If I sit here and tell you a whole bullshit lie, and then everything starts falling apart, you're like, okay, well, this ain't what you said 50-50 was. This is not what you said 100-0 was.
Right.
Like, if I say it's going to be 100-0, I'm going to pay everything. You come be with me, next thing you got to pay a light bill. It's $100. Now you mad because it's only 5% of the whole $1,000? That don't make sense.
Right.
You know, so why we don't just split it from the gate? Or I take care of these bills, you take care of these bills, and then we put our money for something else together here. Like, that's why it's just a sports that's supposed to be together.
Can I sneak some more shit in here
Takes a
real quick,
village
please?
to build
I'm sorry.
one.
Let me be the asshole. I got to be asshole real
Be the
quick.
asshole.
Because it's a lot of situations where women are in the 0 to 100 and don't understand the expectations either.
Okay, but
Because
that's
there's
the problem.
a lot of niggas
man
that
has to set his expectations.
He does.
When you're getting into a relationship, and that's the
And that's
difference.
priceless.
No, the difference is, as a man, it is our job to set the expectation. And
Facts.
many of men, we've already concluded this,
They
are
don't.
not being men.
Yeah.
Because a man that can provide a 100 to nothing or 95 or 90-10 or even an 80-20 is going to sit her down and say,
tell her.
this is what's going on.
Right.
But you said something real key earlier.
Who?
Ja.
Uh-oh. Getting.
The internet, social media, has all
It's the
these
age we in.
females brainwashed. And you also said something else while you was being the asshole.
Yeah.
Understand something. The internet got females brainwashed. See,
It got everybody fucked up.
Even when they doing 50-50, they expect a certain lifestyle. So they're living above their 50-50 means in the first fucking place.
Niggas be doing that shit too.
And still expecting you to do certain things. But this is also a huge difference. Men understand that our future dictates everything.
Yes,
and
facts.
we come into our prime between 35 and 45.
Facts.
So anything prior to that is fun and games any fucking way.
True.
Okay.
The bad part about it is these young, inexperienced, broke men are still trying to push a lifestyle that they can't afford.
Correct.
They out
Starting
here
again.
Corrupting
fake
the women.
belt
Yeah.
buckles, fake designer jeans,
Man, I got a regular
fake
ass-
Jordans.
But that isn't all on them trying to
They're
impress
just
and attract
peacocking.
women.
They're peaking,
But that's
yes.
not all.
They're
That's
the
not.
feathers.
That's wait.
But
That's
they're
not
also,
all in an
they're
attempt
also
for
the
trying
feathers,
to
man. That's
outshine
all.
the next
Exactly.
man.
It's all.
No,
It's
no, no.
exact. Thank you.
Again, let me
Because they
finish.
lack something. That's
Okay,
why.
okay, my
Because
bad.
I don't have a car. I don't have
As
this. I
men-
don't have this.
Go
so I'm
ahead.
gonna short this
As
jewelry,
men-
these
Go ahead.
clothes.
As men, we peacock, and it's not always for women. They also do it because they have to look better than the next dude.
Yeah.
Which is where I say it's time to stop peacocking and just be honest. See, this is the difference. Women, we call them fat. They call it fat shaming. Call a man fat. We gotta take our ass to the fucking gym. We have to level up.
We call
If
it a
we're
reality check.
We have to level
Logic.
up.
It's called logic.
Thank you.
Logic.
We understand that if you tell us that we are not him,
I'm gonna
we
go become
have
him.
to become him.
Just not
So
for you.
in the process of becoming him, this is where honesty comes into play. I'm not wifing you. We finna have fun. We just fucking. I'm not looking for a relationship. You're gonna be one of many women that I'm fucking with. Either that or shut the fuck up and leave females alone until you get to where you need to be. Back to the chat real quick.
Man, 'cause I don't go nowhere if I'm broke. I can't.
Fleetwood
Don't ask
said
me
they
out to
think
eat.
sex
None of
work
that.
is empowering.
Staying at home.
Marte said Cardi B is speaking from an affluent place. Marriages lasted
She is.
60 plus years back then, saying it won't work. So there's that. She denounced feminism. Yes, she did. Fleetwood said all women are capable of being hoes. Some just know how to control their wholeness, and some can hide it more than others.
Okay.
White
It's a
Box
fact.
said men as well. Marte said OnlyFans created a path for a man to not work to build courage to approach women. Build
What?
traits they need only to get a dopamine fix for $3.99. OnlyFans hurts
No.
women by creating more of this.
Yes.
Francisco says, I'm back like I never left. This is for the guy reading
to
the
fucking-
comments. This is for your channel, bro.
Yo.
Natalia said, Francisco
Comments
said,
is flying
Natalia
up
captain
there.
for sure. Fleetwood said,
Nah,
what if
Natalia
you going
real.
50-50 temporarily while you on the grind mode, though?
Sure.
Natalia said,
'Cause it's
Francisco,
real.
I'm grown. No reason to cap. If you don't believe me, that's okay. I know what I do in my home. Marte said, justify why you can't be competitive financially in a first world country is wild for me, for Marquise.
What's she
Rand
say?
said, I don't
Who?
see
What'd
nothing
he say?
wrong with 50-50. If I pay the whole bill, I run the whole show. If you pay everything, you will have the run of the show. Nobody is bossing anybody if he is equally doing things together. Francisco said, bro, this is a new generation. As the years have progressed, so has society. Therefore, back then you might deal with those traditional values, but nowadays you have to find value in each other. After this podcast, your new name is Bombstick. Ray
think they
said,
still
if I
talking
make
about
$100,000 and you make $100,000, we got $200,000 together versus us separately.
Shout out.
The world is weird. Something 50-50 or 20-70, maybe even 10-90, or either. Depends on the circumstances.
Man, it's a
But
fact.
again, it has to be negotiated.
Has to be talked about
If
from
he's
the gate.
making all the money, what happens when he falls on hard times? Do you, as a woman, have anything to be able to keep us afloat?
Provide for your
back
kids.
on my feet, we equals as a team. Marte said, no, Josh wrong. I make 6 figures with 2 jobs. Men on average make $49K yearly. Anything else is cope. Numbers matter. The more competitive you are, the better. Ray said we work
how are you
together.
supporting men
If
in a
you
relationship
fail as
with
my husband or my man, I fail too. If I'm up, then you up. Shit, we are both up.
Wait.
Life can hit real hard. You need a teammate, not another mouth to feed. That's a child. Now, I do have a thing with the teammate thing, right?
Please do.
All right. Does a team have a star of a team?
Yeah.
Does a team also have a team captain
Yeah.
and a coach
Yeah.
and an owner?
Yeah.
Okay. So regardless of being teammates, there's always someone above you and better than you. That's why teammates don't, regardless, somebody has to lead. Like, imagine going to war with teammates. You're not going to war with teammates.
In general.
There is literally structure. See, women love to do things by committee. Men, as we grow up, we play games where you win or lose. We know who to make team captains so they can choose. We pick the 2 best players and make them choose from the shitty players. Mm-hmm. Y'all go to play hopscotch and jump rope and play dolls. There's no win
We
or
all
lose.
win together.
There's no
We all
win or
decide what the
lose.
rules
You
are.
guys are always on equal terms. And that proves, that's why 50-50 doesn't fucking work. That is a woman's thought process. You want everything to be done by committee where everyone is equal. Bray, is a woman equal to you in strength and power?
No, but she could be if she worked hard enough for it.
No, the fuck she can't.
Sure.
Nigga, look at
Hey,
you.
there's power builders right now. There's power builders right now. Women that can live more than all of us in here.
Okay.
There's power builders in here that are faster than us right now.
Does she
The
need
average
steroids?
woman. The average woman.
Does she need steroids?
No.
Look
Yes.
Can the average
it up.
woman? Can the
Look
average
it
woman
up.
fuck you up? Could the average woman
No.
fuck you up?
No, that's not. No.
Okay.
Okay, John, are there women that are equal to you in strength and power?
Are there women, or is the average woman?
Is the
equal?
average woman?
No.
Average, no.
Okay,
No.
Eric, is the average woman?
You said is
Absolutely
there. You
not.
asked me is there.
I know. No, there's some
So
bitches.
I
I mean, there's
answered
some
is
But
there.
there's a huge difference. I'm 5'10", fucking 300 pounds right now. My max bench is 620. I don't give a fuck how much she does. She's never going to be as strong as me because a female has never lifted more than 300 fucking 30 pounds.
That's you. You're right. You're right.
So no,
I'm a
there-
skinny
like,
nigga.
that's never going to happen. That's why we got men and women's sports. They're not equal to us by any
There
means
is a reason.
whatsoever.
Yes.
And these trans dudes and they're little dudes. They're not big dudes. Are going over and killing women left and right. And
That's
it's
a problem with
proving,
legislation. That's a problem with legislation.
Proving
But what-
exactly how unequal we are.
So why does that matter into a relationship standpoint where we're
Because a
paying bills?
relationship
He's saying there's natural roles.
is not equal.
It's never equal.
God
No, that's a
put
fact.
us here. God
a
made
fact.
man, and He made a woman to be a helpmate, not your roommate, not
That's
your
what
partner.
it says in
So
scripture.
it's the mindset of how
Wait,
people
let me
think about
ask.
it.
Let me ask Cap a question then, real quick, because
Ask away.
it's a situation based on the interview that I seen with ESTG, and I can't remember who the chick was, but the conversation was that men are leaders and women are helpmates or supporters. Now there was somebody who was saying, "Oh, I make so and so, and men only make so and so," and there was somebody else saying, "You can't support a man," blah blah blah. But at some point, if your man has the potential to be a natural leader, are you ever going to be in a situation where you will allow a woman to help you reach your potential?
Every man, see, that is what a helpmate is. A helpmate is there to help.
I'm saying
you
if she's
reach
better
your
off than you right now.
If she's better, so here's the crazy part.
She won't go for you.
She's not fucking with you.
Okay.
Again, a millionaire woman. See, if y'all want $1 million,
I got examples, but go ahead.
If y'all want $1 million right now, the first thing you're doing is my family's finna go up.
Right?
When a woman wins $1 million,
What's the first car I can get?
Thank you. She's blowing her
Some
money.
shoes.
She's
Y'all ain't
going
shit
to
up
get
in here.
bags.
No, I know some women that got some
Like-
millions and they did that.
Yeah, but I know
They-
some women that'll actually flip that shit, but go
But
ahead.
there's that. Those are far and few between, and this is the thing. What do you find
Shit.
attractive, feminine or masculine energy?
Feminine.
Well, I
To an
like
extent.
I like logic and rationale.
There's a lot of
but
feminine
go
women
off,
that gonna
nigga.
go-
Okay,
Go-
are women
go off,
Dirtbag
nigga.
writing
are
and
women
shit.
logical and rational?
They
Hell
fucking
no.
can be, just like men can be emotional and sensitive. Where are we going with this?
Okay, so because you just said that you like rational,
Hey, I like,
but
yeah.
that doesn't come from a woman. So
Man,
for you
it
to
can,
look,
bro.
you
There are facts,
in
like you said. There
a
are,
masculine woman.
Wait, what are you saying?
Understand that masculine women, Oprah Winfrey.
wait, hold on. Are you saying that logic and rationale are naturally masculine traits? Is that what you're telling me,
Isn't that what you are?
nigga? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, 100%.
Oh, all right, okay. I'm gonna let you cook.
No,
I'm gonna see where you're going with it.
What woman is truly running around here that you know is feminine but is fucking rational and logical?
I'm seeing where you're going with it because I could tell you if you want an answer from me.
I asked you, yeah. Tell me.
Man, I know some, bro. I
need
don't
to
know
know.
where because I don't know what makes them women
who,
special.
who are they dating?
Huh?
Who are they dating?
They have not found someone just like I haven't found someone. What's the difference? But what's the difference?
Because-
No. They haven't found someone just like I haven't found someone. So what's the difference?
There's a difference.
Tell me.
You choose who. Do women choose men for marriage, or do women give access to sex?
What? Do it again.
Who asks who to marry them?
Men.
Okay, so you are in control of whether or not you're in a relationship.
Right.
Does a woman control that?
To a certain degree, she can decide if she wants to be in a
No,
relationship.
because a girl ain't gonna ask you, let's be together.
She
not-
can
tell
decide
her.
if she wants to stay. So what are we talking about?
So that means that a man has to find her attractive to even put her in that position. So if she is showing those traits, she's showing masculine traits, which is not attractive to men.
What? I feel like you're reaching, but if you explain it again, maybe I'll understand.
Okay, so feminine traits are emotional women. Women that are feminine are very loving, nurturing,
Caretakers.
kind, caretakers.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes,
So
I
what
agree.
you're asking for is the total opposite
The
of
logic
that
and rationale
by
is
being
opposite.
logic and
Okay.
rational.
Okay.
Okay. Most men do not find logic and rational to be attractive to them.
Interesting.
Because we are logic and rational.
makes
So
sense.
Let me ask every nigga in here.
she's not going to be,
fault.
we're not going to look at her as the great mother to my children, the great person to take care of my home, but she'd be a hell of a business partner.
Let me ask
That
every nigga
comment
in
right
here. Wait,
there
let me
set it
ask
up.
every nigga in here a
That
question.
comment, that business comment at the end set it up right
wait,
there.
wait. Are y'all emotional and sensitive niggas?
Not in front of my girl.
Okay. Cool.
I can express my emotions, but I'm not like all just super broke down. But I could talk. I'm more of a
Okay.
communicator. I could tell her about my
sure.
feelings.
But if it's necessary, you have the ability to be emotional and sensitive.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay,
you have
cool,
to.
cool,
I mean,
cool.
you're not
Okay.
a robot. You definitely
All right,
have to be.
all right. So
But-
all I'm talking about is, and I don't mean to cut.
ahead,
I
go
truly
ahead.
don't mean to cut you off and interject. But all I'm talking about is a woman that, if it's necessary, has the ability to be rational and logic. I'm not saying that's her primary identity.
That
Just to
has
clarify.
always been women's primary identity in the first place, is to be feminine, never to be rational. See, that is feminism that has sold women today on being that type of female, which again, as Eric said earlier, and it is true, as women garner more money and things, they're becoming more masculine, which is also making them more single. And that by 2030, which is right around the corner, more than 50% of women between the ages of 28 and 33 will be childless, single, with no men in sight. And one of the biggest
And a lot of
things,
niggas ain't shit, bro.
no, one of the biggest things is
Nobody want to say that.
But why aren't we already went over this? These niggas ain't shit because they're being raised by who?
Okay.
The women who wasn't shit in the first place.
That's one. That's one.
It's
of
a
the
never-ending
reasons.
cycle.
Sure,
So we have
but
to
don't you feel
learn
like that
to
just
end the
cheapens our
cycle.
accountability in this situation?
No. So
Nigga.
that's just it.
right.
It has nothing. That is not an accountability. You know who we need to first hold accountable? Our parents.
Our fathers, nigga.
That's a parent, right?
No, specifically the man.
Okay, but we have to also do the woman too, because
Afterwards, yes.
No. Who leaves the relationship more, men or women?
The women.
I feel
The
like
men start the relationship. The women end the relationship most times out of 10, unless you're a man that knows how to
80% of
communicate.
divorces are put in through by women.
I feel like we're flip flopping our narratives.
No, the narrative has been the exact same thing.
Okay, so what's the catalyst in,
How
in
many
the household?
times
It's the man,
in
right?
your relationship?
The catalyst in every
Hold
household
on.
should be the man,
In your
right?
relationships, who is broken up the most? You or the woman?
In relationships with me,
Yeah.
I don't count.
Okay, but in the relationships that you have had, has women left you more,
Somebody is a
or
man.
have you
Restroom.
left them more?
I need to go to the restroom.
No,
Go to the
you be
restroom.
no. Women leave me. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay,
You
so
women leave
hold
me.
on. Now, see, this is the thing. The court system holds the man accountable every fucking time.
Yeah.
And there's a saying out there. We always talk about deadbeat dads. They never talk
Yeah.
about deadbeat
Moms,
moms.
never.
No,
See,
of course.
even the law dictates that a woman, if she decides to leave you, she's automatically getting the child. You
Right.
have to go to court
And prove. Yeah.
that you even have rights
Yeah.
to your own child.
Right. Well,
A
yeah, and
lot
that-
of men are on child support, but still not because
But
custody.
that's due to biological priority.
No, hold on.
Go ahead.
Custody and child support; those are two separate court cases.
Right?
They are.
They will
Yeah.
give
Do
you
it.
child support, but not give you custody.
You gotta
Right.
pay all this
Yeah.
money. You
Okay?
can't see your
So
kid.
you got to pay all this money over here
Yeah.
to then go pay all this money over here.
It's by
and then-
design.
And
Yeah,
child
it
support.
was initially based on biological needs.
In
but
child
yeah.
support, you also have to pay her court costs on top of yours.
You do.
Yeah.
So when you go to take her to court, you also are going to pay her court costs in the custody battle.
Yeah.
Literally. Every
Unless you win.
Yeah.
Which is rare.
Right.
So to
Very.
sit here.
So stop shooting the club up if you're not sure.
Thank you. We said that earlier. And again,
There you
going
go.
back,
You waking up, man.
the world,
Catching on.
the world holds men accountable regardless. And when men have to fight for custody and women don't, let's be honest, men cherish peace above all. Do we not?
Yes.
So if you want,
Because we go to war.
if you want peace all the damn time and she's not fucking with you, you just miss your child, you usually choose the peace.
Which is neither of them.
And it's not a beautiful thing, but God did not make us emotional. There are tons of men, which is why a man will have a newborn child and next week go take his ass to go fight in motherfucking Iraq, Sudan, Timbuktu, and be perfectly fine. We
Because he
do.
does it for his child.
He doesn't do it for his child. He does it for duty.
When the last time you seen a war movie, nigga?
Probably go to rest.
That's a movie. We talking real life.
Based on real okay,
No.
but if I feel the way that they represent in these fucking films, because I don't only reason I say this is because I don't have kids, so I have to
And
speculate.
That's why it's kind of
That's-
hard for you to talk about
that's
the
it
why-
subject.
ain't hard for me.
No,
it's hard
hey.
for me to convey and convince you niggas.
No,
Well,
so,
so-
you
so-
can't convince a
you
man
can't
that's living in a
conv-
situation that's
Yeah,
living
you
it that
can't-
knows about it.
You can't convince
Sure,
a
of
man,
course.
because this is the thing.
I'm just trying to convey how I feel.
Okay, so John, let me ask you this question: in an actual relationship, how often do you really miss your girl? You'll tell her you miss her, but how often
reality,
do you
I
really
don't.
miss her?
I don't.
That's hilarious.
Because I don't. In
Wait,
reality,
wait.
I hardly miss myself. I don't give a damn.
Because now I feel targeted, nigga. Because no, I really do.
So you actually miss your girl?
Man,
miss
especially if I'm having a terrible day at work, I'm be like, damn, that's my homie. Where my nigga at?
Okay, so
miss my PlayStation.
So we already heard Bray. Eric, you actually miss a girl?
You know,
I'll ditch work to call my girl. I ain't gonna hold you.
To miss, look, I'm busy. I'm focused. You know, I want to say I haven't been prepared to be with a woman until maybe the last few years. To be in a position to set that up and then to be with someone. So to miss someone, look, I care about you. I think you're a great person. All these things, I do miss you when I say it, but it is not often, and it isn't. You're absolutely. There is something different. There's a reason why a man can go do a tour in Iraq, do his thing, and come back. I get it. It's almost look. There are differences, and we say I do miss my girl when the day's bad. Whatever. You're looking for comfort. You're looking for comfort. But I mean, again, if I'm with my girl, if I live with her, I don't know if I'm gonna miss her just because I went somewhere and I'm not with her for a couple hours. I guess I'm not understanding. If I'm not dating her, so I'm dating her and I see her once a week, or
Nigga, let me just say something real quick. What I don't understand is whether you're dating her and you see her once a week or you live with this woman. And I've had situations romantically with both. If you have a woman and y'all have a relationship where she's expected to be your piece, and to a degree she is, then how do you not miss that on a day-to-day fucking basis, niggas?
I just think
Because we're not emotional like that.
it would.
Oh well, fuck you, I guess.
It would conflict
It'd be like that.
the focus. I think, you know.
Yeah.
It takes a certain type of person to be a CEO. It takes a certain type of person to be a boss. That's why it is very, it is competitive. And women that do those things, more, my hat's off to you, but they are a small class amongst a large pool of people want to do that. And sometimes I would say, I wouldn't know why you would even want to do that. The dudes who are CEOs, 70 hours a week, they're working. They're doing everything and anything to get it done. They're sacrificing seeing their girl. And so now I kind of get your point missing, because a man will go beyond.
We go extra lengths
for
to
their
provide
kid,
for our family.
for whatever. They will do anything and everything and put those feelings to the side, even if felt. Because there's a bigger mission and there's a bigger thing that we got to get
like, prime
to.
example, so when my son was born, right, I went straight to the military after that. I went straight to the military, went through basic everything.
Thanks for your service.
Appreciate you. Every time I'm walking, anything I was doing, I could think about my son. Right? I could think about my son. I could think about nobody else to be happy for, to miss anything. I didn't miss nobody. I didn't care to talk to nobody. Right? I just wanted to hear my son, see what he talking about. See, he didn't even remember where I went. You don't remember, but it meant something to me. Like, that's the only thing I can say I missed. But like, say I miss somebody, a person, it's hard sometimes, because most of the time I'm not that emotional with you. When I see you, I'm happy. When I'm gone with you, I'm gone. I don't know. It's a blank. It throws a blank in my mind, man. That's just me. Everybody may not feel the same, but that's how my mindset is about it.
Okay, that's the point. Men are not that emotional. Now, Facebook just decided to go off. Nisi is over here. She said, a man gonna be with a woman who matches. A man is not gonna be with a woman who matches strength and power. Sometimes women have to put out masculine energy if they are put in the position to be providers as single mothers. Again, when they are put in that position, I agree with that. Yeah. So until she finds a man that is the alpha male who is giving her something to follow, she will and wants to follow. Okay, but there is a point where you have to accept accountability, because it's a choice on what type of man you want to be. Example, there can be great two-parent households and someone still fuck you and do stupid shit and go to prison. So are you still gonna blame the parents? True.
It's always scenarios. That's why everything in this world, people
everything
gotta understand.
does come with a scenario and everything, and there's always an exception to the rule.
Every time.
But what we can't do is try to bypass the rule. Mm-hmm. Whether we like it or not, the entire purpose of us being on this earth is to procreate. All this career shit, all the money shit, all that stuff, we have created far more issues than we have solutions. All right? There's a lot of stuff standing in between why men and women are together today. And one of the biggest things is we forgot why we are even fucking here.
Literally.
I don't think you guys have really understood that if 50+% of women are single and childless in literally the next less than 6 years, 5.5 years,
I might finally have 5 wives.
who is replacing us?
I might.
Nobody.
Who is maintaining the structure of the world?
Okay. All right, me. All right.
But you die. If you don't get to replace you, if you don't get to make babies.
50% for y'all niggas. Based on what y'all telling me.
Well, no,
I'm sorry.
Based on what you putting yourself in.
Everybody, I'm obviously not in the same category as if I disagree on all of these facts with you niggas. So that means it's just me and the 50% of women that are left that are still having kids, fam.
Hey, but you have to understand something.
And it's me and 5 wives, if I can get enough to agree to it. And that's my village, and I'll raise a kingdom.
50% of the men in here already have their village. You still got to work to that village.
Yeah.
Which means that there's 50% of women have to find you attractive and as a leader, etc.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, nigga. And I'm checking boxes, nigga. The fuck? It's not a concern for niggas like me. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to sound like I'm not humble. But what y'all saying just doesn't identify with me. It just don't.
You just agree with him.
And on top of that,
on another subject, he just broke it down some to you. You just agreed with him. So you understand? You agreed with him.
all I'm saying right now is, on top of what I said earlier, I think because I blame everybody equally. I think a lot of men need a lot more emotionability and sensitivity, and I think a lot of women need a lot more logic and rationale so that we can lead each other properly and be understood.
Okay, so what you're asking is for men to act more like women and women to act more like men.
No, I'm asking for, because you act like we're different species, nigga. We're the same species.
The only thing I ask
are
for
not.
is understanding and being receptive. The only thing I ask is to be
because
receptive.
and this is the thing. I've been to prison, and guess what's in prison? Emotional fucking men. When men are emotional, anger is our only emotion.
Wild.
Thank you.
Don't think so.
So, you don't think so?
No. I think if you're a broken man
Do you
and
do
you don't have the ability
you do
to
security.
process your emotions,
You
yes,
do
I do.
security, right?
Yeah, I do. Yep.
All right. You are usually trying to maintain and handle what type of man?
Any type of man that's irrational or
Emotional ass.
That is
can't handle his
emotional.
liquor
Right.
because this girl looking
Right.
at somebody because
Right.
somebody bumped his
Right.
shoe.
Right.
Like it's emotional.
Right.
That's
man.
emotional.
but it's
man.
Right. Okay. But that's like he said, usually because they're fucking drunk. So what are you asking me?
You got sober men that do the same shit.
Okay. You have sober men and women. You have sober humans who do the same shit. I secure everybody.
True, but again,
Right.
I'm in the same line of working. That's what I'm saying. And I've been to prison. And guess what prison is full of? A bunch of men that sit around all fucking day, arguing with each other, getting fights with each other,
Right.
because they cannot control their
emotions. But that doesn't mean that they shouldn't be emotional, nigga. That means that emotional people who can't control it should go to jail, men and women.
No,
The fuck?
what you have to do is you have to learn to be emotionally cognitive and make
Receptive.
Yes,
Right.
you have
and
to be able
process
to
them
make.
properly. That's not devoid of emotion like you're
No,
alluding
so
to.
what I'm not saying is that they're devoid of emotion. It's
Okay.
learning how to control your emotions.
Right.
And as men, when we are that way, because our coaches yell at us, our parents yell at us, everybody tells us you're not hurt, walk it off. Does that not make you learn how to control your emotions?
Right. And still
But
have
when you
them.
but when you cheat on your girlfriend, does she cut up your Jordans, cut up your shirt,
ever told
bust
her.
your windows out,
Everybody,
slick
"It's okay to
tires,
cry."
kicking
You
your
know
door?
what? You know what's crazy? If she had a little bit more logic and rationale, she might not do all that shit. And if you had a little bit more control over your emotions, you might not be cheating like
So
that.
I don't even
but go
think,
ahead, go off, my nigga.
No, I don't think you realize. You just
Yeah.
agree with me.
Okay, but what are you saying? So then how am
Hey,
I?
so think
then-
about it like this.
go
Say
ahead.
when you make a joke, say you make a joke, right? You clowning with your shorty, right? She clowning, y'all clowning.
Right.
You make she make a solid ass joke on you.
Uh-huh.
You not gonna are you gonna get in your feelings, get mad, and take it to heart? Or you gonna let it roll off and keep going?
Right.
You say that
Might be a
same
little bit of
type of
both.
solid joke to her.
'Cause this bitch
she
funny,
holding
it might
on
be a
to
little
it.
bit of both.
She gonna hold on to it for today, tomorrow, and the next week. Oh, you really think I'm ugly? You really think this?
Right,
Because you
'cause
said
that-
the joke. She's
right,
emotional.
'cause
She's
that-
too
right.
far into her emotions about
Right.
something that should have been a joke. But
Because-
if men are always like that, think all the people that roast each other.
I'm not
If
asking
we were
you
so
to be like
emotional,
that.
we'd be messed up.
I'm asking you to have a little bit more of a complimentary identity to the person that you're with.
Okay, so hold on, because Niecy made a very valid point over here.
Ooh.
She said everybody gay now.
Yes, when I said if women become men and men become women,
Because you're making it an absolute, and I don't fucking like that.
well, here's the problem: we are already living in a world of absolutes. She
Okay.
just proved it exactly.
Right.
Like the world has become more feminine. Men are becoming more acquiesced to become even themselves becoming women.
I agree.
There's not going to be procreation. We're not going to get to live out who our actual purpose is,
Not for y'all.
etc. Now, again, I mean, I'm not worried about it
Me
either
neither.
because I
Thank
already
you.
have.
I'm cool.
I was never concerned.
But here's the thing. This conversation itself isn't about you,
right?
me,
It's the principle.
him, or him.
Right?
Is everybody like us?
Nope.
No?
Is every woman like the woman that you keep bringing up that is masculine and logical?
Man, where's she at? Because I need to find her. If you got her.
Y'all act like I just got one singular example that I'm just putting on a crucifix right now. No.
you
I know
are.
and see the fact that you think that is crazy. I know plenty of women. I don't know where they're at for y'all, but please continue. I'm sorry. I'm not
Have
gonna lie to
met
you.
like that?
What was the question?
Have you ever met a masculine,
And again,
rational,
the fact that you keep putting
masculine-
hold on, wait,
masculine
no,
women-
fuck that. No. The fact that you keep putting masculine on it
No,
is
I said
wild.
rational.
No, you said
Rational.
masculine and then what?
No,
Quit playing
he
me.
said
It's on
rational.
camera.
No,
said
I said
rational.
rational
Okay.
and logical woman.
Okay.
Rational, logical women. Yeah, sure, they exist. They're out there. I think to kind of just talk about, because I've been listening, I'm observing. I like the way you guys are going about it. This is constructive. I think the reason why men have to keep their emotions a little bit more on tight,
Yes.
because it just breaks down to how we're built.
Yes.
If someone breaks in here, you going frantic with your girl,
Does
both
not
you're
work.
both freaking out.
Does not
there's
work.
no service to that.
Exactly.
Let her freak out. I got this. Wow, you look emotionless when you're doing that. Because I have to be.
Right.
I gotta protect us. There's no time to wait for anything else. Women and children over there, men over here. There's a
Right.
reason why men are the soldiers. It's not by accident. It is. It
By
is.
design.
It is what it is. Now
It's
there's
by design.
There's great women
is.
fighters. I'm sure. Yes,
But we're not talking about
absolutely.
that.
But what I'm saying is the attributes of those personalities.
Plays a key factor.
You know what I mean? There's a reason why women are having a hard time finding men. It's because the masculinity isn't attractive. It truly isn't, you know. And even the way they go about it, it's kind of, you know, harsh. And not everyday
What kind
guys
of
are not
women
like you guys.
coming into contact with?
No. It's just saying for the broad.
It's
I travel the
broadcasting.
country. I meet these girls. I meet people. I see how they've grown. What's crazy is did 24 cities last year. I have jokes on men where I shit on men. Men laugh.
Right.
Jokes I shit on me. Everyone laughs.
Right.
You shit on a girl.
It's over.
No
with.
one
You're not a
laughs.
They
woman.
are groaning.
You're canceled.
You-
No, they all
shouldn't.
grown. They all grown because even in comedy and discourse, there's another good joke. He goes, "I love performing for you guys." When I say guys, I just mean guys, and the girls all moan and groan. He goes, "Because men will laugh at anything. Women have to agree with the joke."
Facts.
Because we're different, and I
Facts.
get that, and there's nothing
Facts.
wrong with that. But that
Facts.
alone should be proof of just saying there's different dynamics.
There are different dynamics.
But think about it. Even if it's just your boy, he's gonna understand it's just a joke, right? It's just a joke. A girl is not gonna accept the
You're
same
taking it to
reality.
heart. It's over with.
It's not the same reality.
Right.
And it guess what? That's okay.
It is.
That's cool.
It is.
That's great. And whoever is with her, great. And they have their own dynamic too. You know, with me, like, look, I don't know if anyone's here is religious or if they're not religious, whatever. There is a way that the rest of the world kind of operates pretty well. There's a reason why men are leaving. And not every man is like you who has like options and all these
Damn.
things, right?
Yeah, I hear you.
So do you know what I mean?
I hear you.
That's a
So
fact. Yeah, that's understandable, for sure.
Think about the man that women are complaining about is a very low percentage of men have access to many women. The rest of the men are
Yeah, so
depressed.
that-
they're
yeah.
not making
Yes.
money.
Think
Facts.
They're not doing
think
well.
about what you
Yes.
said, Ja.
Yeah.
Let men continue to
That's a fact,
fail.
bro.
You gonna have 5 wives.
Yeah.
All right, is that that's beneficial to you? But is that beneficial to everybody else?
You know what? I can be crazy and say it's gonna be my job to restart this new race of men that do what the fuck they need to do and can feel and think and because bravery is not the absence of fear. It's not being absent of emotion. It's operating through it. And so if I got to be the one that sparks that generation through procreation or through inspiration, nigga, I will do it.
But here's the thing with masculinity.
Because our problem, go ahead. We've gotten too far gone.
Here's the thing with masculinity. Everything that you just said is total agreement because what you're saying is in your masculinity, you control your emotions. Not that you are devoid of emotions,
Right.
but you control your emotions.
Right.
That is the epitome of masculinity.
Yes.
So that is not the epitome of femininity.
No, it's not.
All right. So that's where again,
No, you got.
women are feminine, men are masculine.
Right.
So when we find a woman that can do what a man does in the emotional aspect, not you, but do other men find that as attractive?
They don't.
Also,
They don't.
as women, if she is in her masculine, she's either going to be in competition with said masculine man or pissed off because the
man did it
masculine
wrong.
man the man isn't masculine, he's more emotional. So she refuses to fuck with said man.
She also could. There's also the option of her submitting to, if we're being realistic.
But again, to another masculine man.
Yeah.
So do you again, we're saying
So let me
the
ask you a
exact
question.
same
So
thing.
let me ask you a question, and I'm just for the sake of conversation.
Yeah.
So let's say this is the masculine woman that we're personifying right now, and she meets a masculine man, and she has to decide whether she's gonna compete with this nigga or leave this nigga or submit to this nigga. If she submits to the masculine man, is she still a masculine woman?
Well, yes, but before she submits, is that woman not first going to test you?
Wait, do the feminine women not fucking test you? Because if they don't, I'll switch sides right now and just go for all feminine women, like you guys say, that are void of all or not lenient on logic and rationale.
Feminine women are usually very submissive, so no, they don't test. They naturally comply.
You say bend it over, they bend it over right now.
Yeah.
The masculine one gonna be like, why?
A masculine woman is usually who most men argue with.
So let me ask you another question, and I'm sorry I'm darting around. But do you find constructive and critical counsel within your submissive woman?
No, you talk to your other masculine male partners.
Oh, so she's just there for the household shit. Your partner.
See, what you're saying? No.
No.
You're good. No, I like that one. That was a good one. So I was going to answer that.
So are you going to take your hardest problems to someone who can't identify with you, or someone that can identify with you and offer you a solution?
I'm not asking you to bring your problems to this person. I guess I'm asking you to see what this person thinks about these issues. I'm never going to come to her frantic like, I don't know what to do. Tell me what you think. I'm just going to say, hey, what do you think about this scenario, or what would you do in this scenario, and then observe her as a person and as a intellectual.
That's what everybody does in every relationship.
Can you get that from a submissive woman though?
That's the primary job of a helpmate.
Okay,
that's how she helps you.
Woman.
So then, wait,
submissive, logical.
So then, what makes the women that I'm talking about masculine then?
Because you're saying that they're logical and. and that they can all see women that are have the high level of logic and can have those types of those are lawyers.
Yeah. Powerful women, impactful women.
Okay, so think about the most powerful and impactful women. Are they married?
Michelle Obama.
No.
Yes. Nigga,
she walked away from her practice, right?
She walked away from everything to be with Obama.
Yeah, to be a mother.
Yes,
but what's she doing right now?
That's the same thing.
Mother.
Right, but did she achieve whilst also being married?
Her biggest achievement is her husband and her children.
And then as a mother, yes, and as a woman,
her biggest achievement.
But did she also accomplish in that space and structure? Yes, she did.
But she was willing to give it up as soon as
she was willing to because she had the capacity to do so.
Great.
But did she also achieve? Yes, she did.
But
there's other women.
What did she achieve?
Bro, being powerful and impactful for the platforms that she had.
Oh, because her husband put her there. If Barack did not become the president,
we still don't know who she is today.
She did not get that power.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Okay, so
but if she wasn't a powerful and impactful woman who had her own level of logic and rationale,
I got a prime
she would have just been like every other first lady.
So hold on, we're gonna go.
I'm asking you.
No.
What makes her different from every other first lady that did nothing?
I have that question actually.
Or an Eleanor Roosevelt,
Hillary Clinton. Think about that. She's very masculine. Look at her now.
Oh, we're not gonna talk about.
I'm just thinking about.
We trying to talk about.
No.
She's masculine.
We're trying to talk about.
We
trying to talk about committed relationships up in here. Trying to.
She's still married.
All right. Okay.
All right. So hold on. The next question is: do women truly make men great? In the world that we live in today, they say behind every strong man is a strong woman. When women break up with men, they usually say, if it wasn't for me, he wouldn't be who he is. His business wouldn't be there.
Could be true.
Etc. Now, said woman,
it's like that movie
prior to him, is not a millionaire, does not hold millions, etc. And after him, does not have millions, does not make millions, etc. In that case, do women truly make men great?
Should I let all you niggas answer first?
So the question is, if she gets a relationship, you ain't shit, and she leaves and you ain't shit, is she truly great because she didn't make you be better? Is that what you're saying?
Correct. And or she meets you, you're a Fortune 500 type of man.
Okay.
She leaves you, says she made you, but you were Fortune 500 before her and after her. Her, in her personal life, never Fortune 500.
Okay.
Before or after?
Listen, just because I feel like I'm the only one that's
Very
really,
specific.
listen, honestly, if I'm
What are you looking for here on this one? Because
no. Okay, look. I'm being truthful. In situations for me, what I choose to accomplish and what I seek and what I have for as far as ambition and what I aspire for are my own dreams and goals. But on top of that, what I want for this world and what I want to build, some of that is because of the person that I want to provide for. And the person that I want to provide for should be leading me towards those goals as well, whether that's my wife or those are my kids as well. So the woman that I'm with should be building me up and should make me a better person, or else that's not my partner. That's her job. That's her role as my supporter. Because if I'm the leader, I still need a team. If I'm leading no one, I'm only going to get so far. I have to have a competent team as well.
Correct.
Right?
I agree.
Because it's the Pippen and Jordan thing. No?
So I agree. You know, I forget who it was, but he was, there was this guy on the Breakfast Club.
Charlamagne the God.
No,
He
he was a guy who worked with Louis Farrakhan, but he had said that, I think Elijah Muhammad said the number 2 most important thing you'll ever do in your life, other than accepting God, is the partner that you choose.
Having a great woman.
Right? Because the right partner will make you twice the man that you are,
Exactly.
and the wrong one will make you half the man.
That's what I said.
Right?
That's what I
so
want to say.
So basically, I agree with you with that. The right partner will provide joy and keep you youthful, and the wrong one will prematurely age you.
He spoke for both of us.
And
Yep.
and I think that says a lot. You know, sometimes we talk and we can sound like we're shitting on women, and it could just be us just, getting some steam off our back. But in all, I think when like anyone commends their wife for being there for them is because truly life is better enjoyed in good company. And what is the point of having everything and sharing it with no one, right?
That's a solid dude right there.
I'll tell you right now, one of the best conversations I ever had was I was 21 years old in Manhattan with some dude. And I always used to ask people questions. He was 45 years old. He had a Cartier watch. He was a successful guy. And before he left, I just said, what advice do you have for somebody like me? I'm 21 at the time. And he says, success can never compensate for failure in the home. What is the point of having everything if your kids don't want a gift? What's the point
Shaq
of
said
making
it.
millions if your wife doesn't want to wake up next to you?
Shaq said it.
So there is no amount of success that can compensate for failure in the home.
That's very true.
We have to give credit where credit's due. When we have our kids, daughter and son, we want them to be the best versions of themselves. And how we are truly, and as far as this relationship thing is, how we are to other women says a lot on what we expect our daughters to experience as well, and the sons too. A lot of women, they treat men in certain ways, and then they have a son, and their mind kind of shifts a little bit, and they go, "Man, I'm fucking over somebody else's baby boy," So to have honest conversation, if the whole point of this podcast is to bridge 2 groups back together that have been lost, then it is to have complete normal conversation with also the ability of getting it wrong multiple times, and then throughout the process going, now I get it, now I'm here. It's work. Ask anyone with a good relationship, they'll tell you it's the hardest shit I've ever done in my life. There was a year that I just didn't even speak to the woman, but we didn't break up. We worked on it.
Men suffer in silence.
It's exactly.
But we'll
That's
fix
the tag.
it.
That's
It's
the tag
easy.
for the whole show.
It's easy to give up.
Suffering silence.
He just set the whole show.
What's suffering silence?
Yeah. All of that. That whole 3 paragraphs long. He just set the whole show right there.
All right, Bray.
My bad.
I didn't forgot it. I forgot what we talking about.
No, for
Women
sure.
make men great.
Man, they can. It's very possible.
can, absolutely.
They can. Just like we can make a woman great, a woman can make us great. It just depends on the scenario. Everything I'm gonna talk about is always come down back into communication about it. Because I can have $50,000 to my name before she come into my life. Now I'm making $10 million. Cool, she made me better, but
And I was
we made each
comfortable with
other
50.
better, but she made me better. She could come into my life, and I can go down 40. I can go down 10K, but she still made my life better because of other things besides the financial part. So it really just depends on what we're talking about. But if she made me better financially, it's possible. Because I know a lot of older women and that have also in my time have taught me better things to maybe be better. And I know a bunch, like my mom taught me better things. You know, women that I've talked to taught me better things. So yeah, women do help you out when you listen to them and learn different things. Because I wouldn't be how I am mindset now if it wasn't for the women I talked to before. So they did make me a better man overall, mentally, you know, with my emotions and everything like that. So yeah, you could say that for sure.
There's always a level that you can come up bring a good woman in your life.
All right, ladies. For those ladies that have been watching the show,
They going ham on the
welcome
comments.
to fucking No Cap Reacts. This is where you get to hear men speak about real shit. And guess what? Whether you like it or not, the conversations are hard. But as you hear here first from men, we're not shitting on you. What we're actually doing is we're trying to get you to listen to us.
Bridge.
Sometimes it may not come out the way that you want to hear it because, unfortunately, as masculine men, y'all saw from the beginning of the show, we talk a little dirty to each other, right? We talk shit, right? We have fun doing it, though, right?
Hell yeah, it's funny.
We're not emotional.
I'm going to go cry in the car. He talked about my hairline. Hell no, I'm gonna go laugh it off like, damn, I can't believe he got me with that gun when I had no comeback. That's how I feel. Like in high school, people used to roast. I'll be the only one that never roasted because one, you can't really roast me, really, about my looks or anything, in my opinion. But
and that's all that matters.
You know,
Look, in a roast
opinion.
battle, you want to know how you lose? You get mad.
Man,
Once you get mad,
Over.
You lost. You've shown that
it's
true.
it's over. It's
lying.
over. You can say, "Oh yeah,
You know
fuck
what's
your mom."
crazy?
All these people, dude. I've had
Man,
the whole thing.
your shoes are
and,
fake.
and it's to keep.
no, they're not.
It's to keep stone face. Also, the opinions of people, the opinions that people have about you is really none of your concern.
At all.
You know, it has nothing to do with you. I told you, I have things, people have fucking, you suck, you're awful, whatever. These also hurt people. I feel bad for them sometimes. And it's whatever. And if you let those things bother you, then the rest of the world's gonna bother you.
All right. So, last question of the night, which is what I titled the actual show. Is the world delusional today?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Everything is for the plot. And they need to understand that that is just an excuse. Don't give yourself an excuse, man or woman, to be to do evil things. It's either evil or good. There's no in between. So if you're treating your fellow man, your fellow girl in an incorrect way, and then making a reason in your head and why it's justified, you are delusional, and it'll hurt you at the end. It's perpetual. It runs in a circle, and then it'll be your turn.
Can I say my off the wall shit, out the box shit real quick?
Yeah.
Bruh, I'm so tired of how everything is set up for us to believe that we have one side on one topic or another side. When in reality, just like with the government and just like with the people that we elect, there are certain issues that we fall on one side on and other issues that we fall on other sides. Correct. So sitting and ignoring the spectrum that we're all on is dangerously delusional to me. And we really need to come together and talk about these topics together so that we can understand that everybody's different. 100%. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
Bray, is the world we live in delusional?
It's a little bit crazy. You gotta be a little crazy living in this world. Yeah. Look how things happen. You gotta, but delusional, the Lulu, how they like to say Delulu, Delulu. Yeah. Hell yeah, because you'd be crazy as hell to think I'm about to just see you one time and think I'm about to pay for everything in your motherfucking life. You crazy as hell. You know, I'll be crazy as a man think I'm about to see you one time, give you some good dick. Now you about to be in my house washing clothes, doing all that. That's Lulu. That's crazy.
We having 50 first dates first.
You feel me? Like it's shit like that. Yeah, people expect all this from the jump, from the gate, when it really ain't that.
Yeah, this isn't a movie. We don't got to do everything in 2 hours. Like,
man,
it's insane to even think that. Like, yeah, and what you said is that people can go on both sides. What I learned most about going on the road and talking to people afterwards, Alabama, Texas, Minnesota, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Cali, Nevada, Florida, New York, Jersey, Connecticut, is that people are more alike than they are different.
Yeah.
And the extremes are the ones that are screaming at the loudest.
Exactly. And we getting swayed by them. Why?
And here's the thing. When you become extreme, doesn't matter which side you are,
right,
you end up becoming the person you hate.
Right.
Which is someone that cannot
right,
be talked to,
right,
who cannot be reasoned with if it's not something that they agree with. So once we understand that most people are, there's a reason why they're swing states. They're open-minded. They're not married to a party. They're looking for what makes sense for them and their family. That's it.
And that's a fact. And that's all it is. People got to really realize that and be receptive of all this stuff. Like, you got to think about the reality, the logic. That's why, like you said, women don't think logically like that. Sometimes they think it's a fairy tale right now. This dude been talking to me for 2 days. He's my husband now. No, this is a dude that's been talking to you for 2 days who's been doing good. You know, at least let him make it past a couple months before you get all delusional, think he's the man of your dreams, you know? Same way with men and women. Like, be real with each other. All these fake conversations that people are having with each other, and then want to act all clueless when people blow up on them or act different because you made them believe that they was in this illusion of a state that you provided for them, and now you upset they acting crazy. That's your fault. You did that.
Gaslighting.
Man, facts. Gaslight all the way. I turned the stove on, turned the light on, blew up the house, said it was you. I'm not even home. Like, that's how crazy shit be. And people gotta realize that, man. Wake up, smell some coffee.
All right. What y'all think of the show?
It was great.
I
liked it.
Before I get kicked off, listen, anybody need some security services, not
go.
stepping on no Capp
There goes
feet,
the plug.
But
Hold
anybody,
on, nigga.
listen,
Your time is about to come. Chill out.
Listen, I'm jumping the
What
gun,
y'all
baby.
think of the show? Just what'd you think of the show?
Show was great. I highly recommend all to listen to the whole thing. Clip up your favorite part. Tag us.
Man, share it.
Make a video of how we're wrong. I don't know.
Man,
whatever.
disrespect
Just
us a little bit.
Have
Do
a
something.
conversation. Blow this man's channel up because he's taking a lot of consideration and a lot of effort to
Right.
get this done. So all who are listening, all who will listen, do yourself a favor and follow the man.
Shout out.
Here's the crazy thing. I have to add some wild and craziness to it to bring about a little bit of emotion out of somebody. Ja, you happen to be the one today. Thank you so much.
I knew you was gonna say that. I was like, hey, I'm true.
And every show, and y'all, I don't know why they always end up sitting in the middle.
It be like that.
Man, he's passion.
But
Yeah.
that's the thing. Ladies, what y'all should definitely get from this show right here, because I, hands down, this is easily the best boys club that has happened.
Oh man, wait
Yes.
a minute.
Point blank, period. This is the best boys club that has happened yet. Why? Because you got 3 different men giving their opinions and the things that they think about, but it is very apparent men are passionate about who we are.
Facts.
We're passionate about what we want.
Facts.
We're passionate about family, love, and then everything that we garner in doing so and climbing to be the best version of a man. And we do it for one thing and one thing only: you. The best way for me to describe it is exactly that, the very last question that I asked: do women make men? And they easily identified and say, for the right woman, I am basically going to conquer the world for you. It is your job to be the right woman. You then get any
turn
and
my mic on?
everything that you want. It is really not that hard. We're not that far apart. But what you need to do is the key word here, which is something that you guys say that men don't do. I think we can all agree.
Be receptive.
Were we not very communicative tonight?
Yeah.
Man, I communicate. We could talk.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of times we hear about how men do not communicate. Well, I'm having lots of shows here with lots of men,
Yeah.
and they communicating.
They don't give us the open floor to.
Uncensored.
They don't give us the open floor to. Sometimes when we communicate with them, they take it to a further place than it should, and that makes us walk on eggshells. Like, how you tell me to express something to you, I express it, and you take it to the moon and to the Mars, to the sun and back before you come back and have a conversation about it, you know? It makes it hard, but they can communicate with us without us being all mad and get over it, but let us tell them something. It's bad. That's the problem nowadays, really. We can't tell them anything without them taking it so far.
We definitely have to put it in the correct form.
It don't matter how you put it. It don't matter how you deliver it. They're going to take it how they want to take it because, like you said,
Correct means that every other approach is incorrect. So it definitely has to be the correct form. I'm not saying that's easy, but they have to have consideration on their part too in order for it to be conveyed.
Keyword today, receptive.
Yeah. So.
All right, Bray, where the fuck can they find you at?
Oh, listen, yet again, my Instagram's personal. It's the 7-way _. It's the _7-way_. My business page is Together Solutions Security Services. You request a quote on there. You can leave a comment. Anything you want to do is on there. Very short and simple. Facebook's Marquise Bray Sr. Like, you know, my son, I do have a son. So like, share, follow. Let me know. I do events, personal protection, executive escorting, anything like that you need, I can get it done.
You heard it here, executive escorting.
Right. Yeah, I heard it too. Oh.
Executive protection, escorting. I'm gonna escort the executives, you know. But listen, if you want, you can pay me for some freaky stuff.
Ja. Let them know who you are, where they can find you, and what you do.
After everything that's said today, I just want you to go look up Ja Harris on wherever you stream or listen to music. I don't care if that's YouTube or Pandora or Deezer. Listen to some of my music. Tell me how you feel. Ja Harris, Ja_Harris 7 on Instagram. Tell me what you think.
Any shows or anything coming up?
No, right now we just doing visuals and projects until the summer's over. So 4 videos coming out, 10-song project coming out. It's on the YouTubes. It's on my Instagram. It's on all major platforms. So,
Eric.
This is my 2. All right, so it's Eric Bernal Comedy. I don't usually do podcasts like this, but this was fun. If you want me to just talk about like demeaning women, but like in a funny way, come to my show, Eric Bernal Comedy on Instagram, Eric B Comedy on. It's a joke. That's the thing, is that some people will hear that and be like, "Oh my God!" Just understand, life is.
this man funny as
Don't
hell.
take it serious. Comedy is nothing but reckless talk in a controlled environment. You're gonna have a good time. TikTok, they keep taking my shit down, but it's Eric Bernal Comedy, same thing. I was gonna shout out my Venmo, but no, just kidding. That's something that women do. No,
That did the wall. We did not. We missed that one. Oh fuck! When we got the red flags, we should have talked about
the
that.
Cash App.
But bro, all right.
That is true.
Yeah, I'm
For another,
yeah.
that's a good episode. That's a
Man.
good question right there.
They got to bring us back.
Anyways, but thank you for having me on here. I really appreciate
It's
it.
a pleasure.
All right, so for all 3 of you guys, I have 2 other shows. I have The Conversation, which happens on Wednesday nights at 7 o'clock, where I do actual interviews where we sit here and it ain't got shit to do with women or any other that nonsense. It's literally about you, what you do, how you do it, where they can do it. If it's comedy, tell your jokes. It's more of an intimate setting where people get to know who you are as a person. So I'm cordially inviting all 3 of you, and we'll set up a time and a date to have you guys back to where people can get to know you on a more intimate level that has nothing to do with dating and relationships.
Cool.
It's more about everything that you actually do and who you are, etc. So look forward to seeing them there. Final thoughts from you guys?
Let me know whenever you want me to come back. I'll come back on here and talk again.
I love a good counsel. This was awesome. I'm not gonna lie. All the debate we had was cool.
No, I had a lot of fun. You know, I think some things I wasn't clear on became more clear. Maybe things I would have thought of went the other way, and it was cool that I was here because just 3 black guys just hanging out. You know what I mean? Just sounds good.
It was definitely a Friday night for the books. It was a lot of gunshots. It was a lot of gunshots.
Hey, listen.
I always love seeing the reaction when I say that.
Oh my God.
I do it all the time. So my best friend's 6'11" and black. He goes by Big Fudge, and he's a comedian.
Big Fudge.
And I
he
go,
not
yo,
lying.
dude, just as 2 black men, I want to tell you something. He goes, what? He just starts laughing, and I go, because you see my intention.
Yeah.
It's just to be funny. But yeah,
Right.
no, I love it.
Yeah,
Thank you
you
for
know-
inviting me. If I could come back and do that one-on-one, I'll definitely will.
Yeah.
You're definitely coming back.
For sure.
Angela, thank you for sending him this way. Ja,
that's right.
I saw you from Pop the Balloon.
We talked. Yeah, we've been talking.
Marquise, saw you from Pop the Balloon.
Yep.
I'm the one though.
I appreciate
The
all
one and only.
three of you fine gentlemen
Black
gracing the stage of No Cap Reacts.
Hopefully my people wasn't too crazy on their comedy because I had some. My people on there was going crazy.
It's not a bad thing. The only thing is, again, shit. We've been here for three hours.
Yeah,
We've
Okay.
been talking.
Hands down. Now this is also the
Longest, yeah.
Male one.
boys club that we have had. So that's a good thing.
I'm the one I told you.
Again, I want everybody to understand something because we do this exact same thing on Thursday nights that we do on Friday nights. Ladies, watch Friday nights. Guys, watch Thursday nights. All right? The reason that I do this is these are handsome men and beautiful women, and all of y'all are single. This is an easy and a great way for you guys to come together. You may actually meet your significant other. You never know.
Interesting.
Also, there are lessons in these conversations. And one of the biggest lessons is learn to just communicate. The only thing that is keeping men and women apart today is communication. The world is actually trying to pit men against women and women against men. Do not buy into the bullshit and the rhetoric. You can find love. And in some people's cases, you can find 5 loves.
5.
Man,
And all of
if they
them
let
masculine
me.
as could be.
He
Yeah.
said.
Masculine as could be.
It's gonna be a cult
Bunch
leader.
of he-mans.
No, but on a serious note, thank y'all for tuning in.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Check me out.
Make sure you go to hustlefit.com, get your merch as well as the clothing line. Also, if you need custom clothing, hustlefit.com, hustlefit@gmail.com, hustlefit LLC on Instagram. Also, make sure you tune in to Ladies Night. That is next Thursday. We got 3 lovely ladies that will be on the show to give their side. Next week, we also have Boyz Club. It looks like I got a couple of people that are ready to jump in and join in on the show for Friday night. So let's go ahead and do that. This Sunday, we have Let's Talk About It with Miss Connie Marie. She's got a special guest that will be in the building. And then I will see you motherfuckers next Wednesday on The Conversation. With that, I definitely want to say thank y'all for tuning in for another episode here at No Cap Reacts. I'm your man Bailey, a.k.a. Mr. Go.